Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graham Cass, joined by a Bender, and we've just gotten TV. We are able to get in here right away. It is, of course, the AU Grand Finals for MDL Order versus Chiefs. Chiefs actually took pistol round 1-0 on the first map here on Train, and now will be getting set to go into the second round. In Order, they've got an interesting buy here, a Bender. Triple scout setup.
Big match here today, mate. As you said, Chiefs have taken down the first round on the terrorist side. Looks like they're starting a setup here, chucking a couple of smokes over. And looks like they're heading all the way into the halls. Looks like it's going to be a B execute here. Chucking a couple of mollies down. Now you notice they've got 2 AKs, a couple of SMGs, but there's a force buy on order, and you'll note there's 3 scouts. Something that is very interesting on the Train map.
Let's see if Chiefs are ready for this. Hats has moved very far in towards T-Cotton. He finds the first kill onto Off-New. Does take a fair bit of damage for it, but still, opening pick going Order's way is a good way to get back going. A big tag comes in on the Blitz as well, and they're coming in towards A. That's where these scouts are going to reign supreme. They're going to cause a lot of damage, but Zeusy, he's found a kill with the MAC-10 onto Hats, brings it down to a 4 versus 4. Now it's a matter of, can they find a few more kills? Can they get onto this bomb site? Or are they going to keep eating tags? Zeusy now tagged down. Text the tag down too. These scouts, they're doing so much work. And in fact, it will be a kill. Zeph grabbing Texta. This is all falling apart. The scouts, they're doing everything. It's a 2v4 right now. Zeusy and Tux make it just Tux. 1v4 with an AK.
You have got to be kidding me, mate. And that is a round to Order, pulling it back, losing only 1 player, keeping the scouts in play, picking up 2 AKs. And that is a huge upset there for the Chiefs. They're not going to be happy with that. Looks like they're just going to go a couple of pistols, 1 flash, 1 smoke, couple of head armors, but that's got to be frustrating.
Worth noting, if you are wondering, if you weren't up to date on the map picks, this is Chiefs pick. Order picked Inferno, and the nuke is our decider.
Yeah,
so that's the world we
maps.
live in. Again, the scout, though. Zeph, he gets to take onto Off-New, turns around, finds the kill. Yeah, he's down at 12. Doesn't matter. Found a kill. That's the way you want to do it. Yeah, so it's 2 AKs with these scouts. Like, this is just, this could be chaotic for Chiefs. Deegs, though, could do work. It's actually the CZ of Text to find the kill.
They're heading in towards the B bomb site here. Looks like they have made their way onto the site.
Text is still over on A, and he's causing a little bit of an issue. They also haven't committed the bomb around.
Tux, though,
so players.
He's already inside. He's got a position in the site. I don't think they know he's here just yet. He's got the deagle. He's sneaking around. Oh, and he's caught out, unfortunately.
Yeah, give a quick 3K to Imagine. He's able to find them all. So one downside is when you're kind of out on that site like that, there's so many different trains, funnily enough, on Train. Figure that one out. That block your sight lines, not able to quite see exactly where everything is. So they kind of passed like ships in the night. And at the end of the day, Imagine able to turn around and grab a 3K out of it, close the round down. And it's going to be just Glocks for Chiefs. This will be a fast round. This will be a pretty explosive play. It's just a matter of where they elect to take it.
It looks like they're all in the holes at the moment. Looks like they're going to choose either if they go down Pop Dog or they're going to hit the inside B side fast. Just baiting out a little bit of utility at the moment. Couple of smokes, couple of nades. Off-New gets tagged though. But they're making their way all the way towards the upper ramp here, and they have not been spotted just yet. They managed to utilize the CT smoke to their advantage. Bomb is right on the corner of the upper B long here, and looks like they're going to make the hit. They're jumping down, and they've made their way into the site. They're starting the bomb. They're going to see if they can get down. And Molly gets planted, but he's just out of range. Beautiful plant there. They're all taken down in quick fashion, but that's exactly what you want out of an absolute zero money investment. Bomb down, and heading now into the 4th round. 3-1 down, but with a lot of money in the bank now to get a good purchase.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you have just Glocks, all you want is a plant. All you want is to find a way onto a site. Doesn't matter how you do it. You just want to get the bomb down. Everybody died. Sure, bomb went down. Fortunately, because that molly didn't spread. It could have been a little bit worse. But the fact of the matter is they got that plant their way to the races, and now they have 5 AKs on the board. Alistair, though, he is bringing the big green gun into the field. That's the AWP. We'll see what Alistair can do with it. It's the only one on the field, so the SOP could cause some damage.
Yeah, and you'll note that Zeus is the one that's on the T side on Chiefs that's only really putting in 5 kills. We've got Texter and Tux on 1 each, and the rest on Donuts. So let's see what they can pull off at the moment. So looks like we've got 4 Chiefs heading towards the B site. Once again, they've already made their way down towards the lower ramp. They've gone in dry, and it looks like they're going to hit it without any utility. A bit of a surprise attack. They're already onto the site. Oh, Blitz and Tux already get taken down by Imagine. Nice 2k by him. Texter trays it back, though. Looks like they're just going to see if they can establish the site before they get a plant down, though.
Oh, Texter, that Molly spread, though. That's so dire. And it looks like it's Order poised to take their 4th straight round. Yeah, they dropped pistol to Chiefs, but they've responded well. This is their round to lose. It's just a matter of whether Zeusy and Offnu, 2 quite potent players, have it in them to bring this back as Offnu finds a pair. All of a sudden, this is quite workable. It's a 2-on-2. Alistair with the AWP is going to spot out Offnu, though, and that leaves Zeusy 1v2. Pinch will come in from behind. Does he expect Ins to be right up this ramp? He's back right into him. Knife out. The timing on this, and Ins, he's got him ready. He's got the kill, and that will be their 4th straight round for Order.
Yeah, and they just didn't get the bomb down quite in time. It took them a while. CT's able to rotate, get the picks, and get the sandwich on them. So it looks like they're just going to pick up a bit of utility, trade out some guns, and get that defuse in. So, as you said, Order's up now 4-1. Once again, that's fine on the CT side. Obviously expected to go up ahead. But Chiefs definitely not happy after getting that first pistol, now losing 3 in a row, being forced back all the way into. It looks like they're gonna buy up. Yep, they had enough cash, and looks like they are gonna go straight in.
One of the things I'm looking for Chiefs in this round is they do need to find a way to get Blitz involved. He's had a little bit of a slow start. It's early, but he's only averaging 3 damage a round, and that's not quite how you want to start things off. He is going to be run boosted over. Let's just get some Ivy control. Will they be able to find the pick onto Zeph? Smoke goes down. And again, this is just I'm trying to work this default. The spray through actually buys space for Offnu to move up around it. He's going to fall back, though.
Yeah, and I definitely like the way that Order's holding their positions. They're just waiting for the T's to make their move. They're not risking anything too much at the moment. And they've still got a lot of utility to spare with only just a minute to go. T's have not taken any room. Looks like they're getting ready for a couple of nades. We've got a smoke coming over the wall soon, just getting the setup on the Chiefs. But it looks like they are moving in towards the B bomb site still.
Slow play, though. A execute is what's going to come out. Ins and E-Bucks should be smoked off. It's actually going to throw an early counter flash off of this. Doesn't blind anyone up. But he's in a pretty comfortable spot right now, Ins. They haven't really done too much to try and force him out of the way, as there's still 3 players in the A-bomb site. Ins is going to be crucial. Peeks out, though, when he falls. There's the quick trade from Hats from above.
15 seconds.
Now he's dropping down this bomb. It needs to make its way to site. Can't be dropped. Texas got the kill, but they have rotated over. The bomb
Nice boost.
needs to go down. 10 seconds left. Go down in time. It is going to just be able to do so. And they find the kill onto Hats. Leaves it a 2-on-3 retake. Imagine and Alistair. Make that just Imagine. Hog in hand. Quite a skilled player. He's had a great start to the game as well at 8-2. He might be able to make this work. It's a tall order, but he's trying to do it. He's trying to see where he can find it. And, well, Blitz, he gets on the board. Finds that kill. It's a 2K for him. So, as I mentioned, try and get Blitz involved. And he gets his first 2 kills of the game.
Yeah, and both of them headshots, so he'll be happy with that. Clutching that first round in for the Chiefs. And, yeah, I mean, they got a nice boost in there, but they got sideswiped. Orp wasn't able to find anything. And, yeah, so let's see if the Chiefs can get some momentum in and get another round on the board.
This time, Order stacking 4 towards the A bomb site. That's the right call. This is a quick swarm coming out. 2 players already walking out. Zusi and Texta, they find those picks instantly. Zeph, sure, he trades one back. That's a lot of damage. I wonder if they know that the bomb is towards B. Of course they do. Imagine's here. He's not able to find that kill, though.
Bomb goes down on the inside.
A little ladder shenanigans here. Alistair's in trouble. Still, though, 2 people trying to make this retake work. They're aware that one is quite preoccupied with him up top there, so that's allowed Zeph a lot of space to get into this site. Last player is upper. The Molly is actually going to force him out of there. Block him off. Molly's go down smokes as well. This could actually be a defuse. I don't think there's a chance for them to get it. Zeph, he's just going to stick it. That's a round for Order.
Oh my god. That is not good. Knifing the wall, the Chiefs there, just absolutely devastating when you get that ninja defuse off and you can't quite find the frag when you need it. Chiefs is definitely going to be really frustrated after that. On T side, every round just counts, and just losing one like that's absolutely brutal.
Still, though, Order are content to buy into this one. Couple SMGs. Solid buy nonetheless, though, and they're going aggressive in towards Brown Halls. They find the first kill onto Tux. That's all they find. They fall back off of it. I like that play, though. The 2 SMGs just run straight through. Works quite well
run
for
and
them.
gun. Yeah, so it definitely looks like the T's definitely, even though they're down 1 player, they definitely have better guns. They've all got AKs and AWPs, whereas we've got a couple of SMGs and, yeah, definitely have the gun power on their side, but it's definitely going to be hard. Oh, Hats takes down Offner towards the E box there, and looks like, yeah, the hold is really nice here for Order. 3v5 though. They've still got 56 seconds, so we've got Zuski at the bottom of the Pop Dog ladder here. Looks like he's going to go for a little peek. Oh, and he gets tagged. He's spotted. Texter, though, nice headshot onto Ins as he makes his way throughout the site. He gets spotted. Oh, and Zeph takes down Texter there. So right now we have a 2v5. Oh, Zusi takes down Hats. We've got now a 2v3, and they're making the frags happen. One more comes through. Nice AWP by Blitz. Oh, and Alistair takes him down. It's all up to Zusi. He's just got 10 HP to work with, an AK. He does not have the bomb. He's only got 20 seconds and counting. He's going to have to move fast. They know where he is. He may just fall back and save the AK if he can't find the picks. Yep, and he chooses to fall out. Unfortunate round. They only had SMGs, but he did not have the HP to pick at that point. Those SMGs were effectively just about shooting AWP bullets, but... So he's just going to keep the HE grenade, helmet, and the AK going into next round. I don't think they're going to be able to get out a full buy out of this. They don't have the money. They might get a couple of pistols. Okay, so it looks like they're going to go for 3 AKs, 1 pistol, and Hoffner has not bought yet, so looks like they're going to chuck a couple of guns around. So they are going to piece together a buy here. 1 SMG, 1 pistol, and 3 AKs, but not much utility to go around, about half across the board. So it's going to be definitely hard. We've got a timeout though here.
I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, as I said, I was not predicting the buy, just looking at the money that they had. You know, you can definitely pull off a round with these kind of guns, but when you're down this many rounds already, 6-2, it's best off just chucking one more over to them and then just having a way better chance, because if they lose this, it's not going to be good.
Then again, money's not great for Order. It's not a perfect buy, so maybe they read the economy quite a bit better than I did. That's what they've gone for, but Anzi runs straight through. Gets the double drop in the ladder. Doesn't matter. He finds the kills with the SMG, and that is 2 of the AKs ripped away. He's going to be able to fall off of it. Zusi falls as well, and this buy, it's crumbled. There's very little left on the field. Tux has his AK. Blitz has his CZ. And, well, now it's just Blitz on the CZ. Takes the up shot from Alistair, and that's a clean round from Order. And that's something they really needed. The money wasn't great. There was next to none left after the buy. So the fact that they keep them all alive starts to build their bank account up. Now
And it's not looking good for Chiefs now. They're down 7-2. They don't have enough money for a buy. They're just going to buy a couple of pistols, couple of grenades, and Order, on the other hand, has absolute full utility. They've got AUGs, AKs, AWPs, everything you could want out of a defense. And yeah, we're going to see what happens. Looks like they're pushing all the way through into the outer bomb site, down the ladder. Hats take down one, but Tux does make the trade. They may be able to get the bomb down here. They've just got to... Oh, nice work then. Tux gets two, but shuts down. They did not get the bomb down either, so not a bad effort for what they had, but no bomb down.
Now, though, Blitz has that AWP, the big green gun. We're looking to take a duel with Alistair, potentially. The op is something we haven't really seen. I'm curious to see how they like to work it into their setup here. It's just going to be scoping out upper. This might be the right play. Alistair, you might just walk into this. They're so close around this corner. Peeks out. Oh, the timing on that one. Blitz, of course, was not watching for the lower angle. Tux was right there, though. Potentially a chance for him to hit the shot. Peak just wasn't quite wide enough.
Yeah, the AWP has moved up now, though.
Well, and what's interesting is the amount of info that Order have. Inns is quite far up in T-Con. So Alistair, he's able to take that with confidence and know that there's people up there. He's trying to fall away. He's actually going to be able to do so. Good molly keeps him alive.
Yeah, it was a nice quick
peek.
Just
so good.
He spotted one other player. So he does have a little bit of info, but he doesn't know where the rest of them are.
Inns too. He just decides to get a little bit more aggressive, walks out, finds a player in Ivy. And now the remaining three, they're all bunched up in Brown Halls. 3v5. Chiefs, I mean, they really have shown no sign of comfort on their T side here. It's a little bit shocking considering this is their pick. But at the end of the day, Order doing a good job shutting it down, and now this hit will be coming straight in towards B. And it's a blender. It's just going to be Textile Live, and he will quickly fall. Imagine with two. With the big assist to Zeph, who also grabbed the one. 9-2 Order. Start to climb their CT scoreline here on train.
Yeah, now we get in that situation where they just lose a round, buy some pistols, then they have enough the next round, and they're just not being able to translate those gun rounds just yet. And yeah, I feel like their executes aren't quite on point. They're not making the frags when they need to. Looks like they've already got one outside here. Oh, he's trapped in the middle of the mollies. He's blitzed though. He's only got a pistol, so he gets taken down. Zeusy, you manages to utilize the one rifle they've got though. Texter taken down by Imagine there and burnt up straight after. Tux manages to pull off a nice headshot, and Zeusy pulls off another one. We've managed to get down to a 1v2. Tux has it. Oh, and he was taken down. That was very doable. We managed to pick up the AUG. And they were both half health, but it was not to be. But valiant effort on that partial buy.
Now, though, part buy is gone to the wayside. It's a proper buy once again. They need to find ways to start getting some picks. Really, it's Zeusy, the only one doing work right now for Chiefs. It's up at 11-10. The next closest player, Text, is 6-11. Tux, Blitz, and Ofnu are 5-4 and 3-11 respectively. But Blitz, he finally gets that opener. He finally finds the pick that he needs as they start to move towards B. But Imagine is still waiting here. He's going aggressive upper. That's where the upper was killed. Do they expect Imagine to be right there, doubling up on that spot? Peek comes through. Ofnu will fall. Even
there's no trade.
And the hit comes down. They're trying to find their way out, but Imagine is still here. Could get pinched from players up above him, but he should hear them. He should be aware of the situation. While he goes down, he swings around to try and peek it, but he will fall. The Order trades are quickly there again. 2v3 right now. Make that a 1v3. Tux. What can he find? Peeks out, finds the first player. Needs to find another. He has the bomb on his back. Peek's going to come through. Hat's got the kill. 11-2. Order, they're just dominating Chiefs on Chiefs' own mat pick.
Yeah, and once again, it came down to Tux in the 1v2, but he just could not pull it out of the bag. Gets taken down very quickly once he's in that situation. And as I said, they're back to the pistols, and there's only 4 rounds left. Well, 3 rounds actually left now. Oh, sorry, 2 rounds. Far out, just getting away from me. So there's only 1 more
Math
buy
is
round.
hard.
So best chance, Chiefs probably can only get 3 rounds at this point. Not looking good going into the CT side.
Well, you never want to rule out the power pistols. And they are going to find the first kill. Imagine getting a little bit adventurous going through the smoke. Finds his death. Bomb will go down here on the B-bomb site. Rotate's going to try and come around. They got to be careful. Texas still just sitting out here at E-box. They're aware of it. It still can
Bombs
cause some
down.
problems. Now, with the kill onto Texta, you know that the bomb is beat. There's only 2 left alive, and this leaves Blitz in a little bit of an awkward spot, but he pushes through the smoke, and Zeusie's got a kill as well. Blitz, though, so far back in the 1v2. Peeks out. Hats has the kill. Good damage done. Well, decent damage, at least. Hats really struggling. He actually managed to get that AK. I didn't think Hats was going to get that, so good on him.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if they do some of these plays just with some AKs and a couple of SMGs, it might even work out better for them. They seem to be actually getting more done on the ecos than the buy rounds. So final round here. Order up 12-2 on the Chiefs. We have a full buy across the board. No expenses being spared. So let's see if Chiefs can get that last round on the board.
Not entirely sure where they'll elect the hit. But wherever it goes, it needs to be successful. They do have Texta playing close to T-Con, and that's a great read because they know Inns has gotten close. Inns has liked to push it. That's just a free pick for Texta there, and that's finally a nice opening kill as well.
Yeah, so they've managed to get that first kill, so they're definitely in the advantage here. And Bomb is still just around T-spawn, so they haven't made up their mind where they're going to hit yet. But it is heading towards the halls. They've still got a minute, so he's just going back and forth. There's obviously some communication going in on the comms. He's just walking back and forth, up and down the stairs. They're figuring out where they're going to hit. Now that they've got the player advantage, they can spread those CTs thin, make them second guess themselves, and hopefully be able to find one more
Zeph
pick before they
here is so
execute.
key. He pushes T-Con. He doesn't spot the player out. He has been spotted out, though.
Wow.
He didn't spot Ofnu initially. Ofnu took the shot, gave it away that he was there. But that's still so much
2
information
HP
for
left.
Order at the same time. Yeah, now they hear the Stampede going down towards B. That's where the hit's going to be. Bomb will be planted with ease. But Hat's now coming up the ladder behind him. Actually gets killed by the 2 HP Ofnu.
Great AWP shot there by Alistar. And he's going forward, gets a bit of damage with the pistol. He's jumping forward, bunny hopping. Oh, misses the shot. And now it's a 3v1. All we've got is Imagine left with the AUG making his way, jumping onto the yellow train, looking for the shots. They're peeking him. He gets some damage. He gets the kill. 2v1. Ofnu is on 2 HP. There's definitely possibly chucks a flash. Bunny pops his way forward. He's running out of time, and he's headshotted by Texas. Nice work. Chiefs get that final, crucial, beautiful round just when they needed it. I'm not sure if it's enough, though. What do you think?
12-3 scoreline is the most dangerous score in Counter-Strike. I'll tell you that right now. It's a score that no lead is ever safe on, and games end way closer than you ever want. So if there's a window for Chiefs to do it, it's the fact they got the 12-3 scoreline. It's a relief for them. It looked like it was honestly going to be like a 14-1 half, where the only round Chiefs was going to get was pistol, which was a 1v1 at that. Like, it came down to a clutch and pistol. If they didn't win that, it looked like they were at risk of being 15-0 in that half. They managed to find a couple of rounds, make it work, and they get the crucial third one at the end of the half. Well, this is still a tall order as they swap sides. Fortunately, they're on the CT side, which is on train the easier side to do it on.
Yeah, and it's
So
so important to get this
a bender.
first pistol round here. I mean, they really want to get that under their belt, get a couple of rounds up. I mean, even if they lose this map, they definitely want to get a little bit of a streak going on CT so they're not, totally blown out of the water, especially on their map pick. It just does wonders. It will just destroy their confidence going into the next map, I would have thought.
And let's not forget, Bender, what is on the table here. This isn't just to win Australian MDL. I mean, it is. But there's also a spot at the ESEA MDL Global Challenge. That's where 4 North American teams, 3 European teams, and 1 Australian team compete to prove who really is the best of MDL. We'll see who will pull this out. Who will be the Australian lone representative as we are finally getting set to go live into the second half. Once again, my name is Graham Cass. You can follow me on Twitter at Graham Cass. Joined by a Bender. I don't know if you have a Twitter, so plug it right now.
Just abender777.
And we're here on CappingTV, bringing you the finest MDL coverage. Now there's the double push upper. Hats has found the first one. He is quickly traded. It's a lot of information gained. They only spot one player out there. They realize it's probably towards a bomb site. But this Ivy play is so awkward. They somehow don't find that kill, and Zeph's going to be the one to get it. It'll just be 2-on-4 Chiefs. They're crumbling. Even when they have the opportunity to find kills, it's not going their way. And now both players gushed up. 10 HP combined. And did Tux just try and unsilence his pistol? By mistake as well?
Misclick.
That is a classic misclick. And everybody dies.
Yeah,
What a time to be alive.
Exactly. And as we've said, Chiefs needed that pistol, but couldn't pull it out. And it looks like they're going to try and give Order a taste of their own medicine. 3 Deagles and 2 Scouts. So let's see if they can play a little bit of tit for tat here onto Order. First miss there, Zuski.
Yeah, there was a little bit of pressure towards Ivy. This gives Order some space. They managed to back off the Scout player. They're still going to be going through to try and hit it. There's a gap in that smoke. Zusi can make this work. Get a tag or two and potentially hit a headshot. But the flash is perfect. It's a flawless flash. And now coming around the corner, they found the kill on Zusi. Tex is still alive with the Deke. Has found one. It's still starting to crumble. Everybody's falling around them. Good damage has been done to this point. Players up close to this bomb train, though, and they start to be condensed upon.
Wow,
they found these kills.
Shot.
And now it is just Tux, Deeg in hand, 1v3. Everybody is one shot by a Deeg right now, but he's in no man's land. Finds the first kill. That's a bomb. Gets a tag. Oh, just wasn't quite enough damage onto Hats. That would have been very workable.
You could have been kidding me. 12 HP between them there. That was insane. Oh man, that's got to be a heartbreaker for the Chiefs, and they know exactly how much health they were on after that, adding it up. And yeah, they're going to have to go into the eco, and at this point, I don't see them pulling off this round, so it looks like they're going to be playing for the draw at best after this round.
Yeah, that was a kind of play where I sit there groaning. It's like, of course I 1-Deeg the low HP guy. And speaking of getting one tapped, Ofnu is already removed from the server, courtesy of Inns. Just pistols here. Inns has found another one. Removes Texta from the server. And I think this should be fairly straightforward. Blitz does get one. It's just the Mac 10 that's dropped. So, I mean, he just kind of ran forward to try and find kills. As one does. We've all been there. Inns, I think he also did... Yeah, he dropped Zusi to 1 HP, tapping through his smoke. Poor Zusi. Poor Chiefs. Might actually be the better way of saying it. 15-3 Order. They're shellacking Chiefs on Chiefs map pick.
Yeah, this is an
that's going to give you a level of
domination.
comfort going to Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think they can make the comeback. I mean, you know, it's only 12 rounds in a row on CT. It's possible, definitely possible, but they got to just win rounds over and over again, and it's going to be a real uphill battle here. They have got 4 Orgs and 1 Orb, so they're definitely set up for this night, for this defense. And T's have actually still got an SMG on their side, so they're definitely underpowered. So they're probably going to be trying to play up close and personal, given their weapon set at the moment. Do have 2 SGs.
So, I'm going to tell you a secret how they win this round.
How?
They get kills, and they don't die. And that's Chiefs' formula to win this round.
That is genius, mate. Do you have any Chiefs on friends? You might want to message them.
It's something worth considering. Now, it just makes me laugh because I was watching NBA playoffs the other day, and they're talking like keys to victory. You got to make sure you hit your shots, and you got to make sure they don't hit theirs. I'm like, well, thanks. A 5-year-old could have told me that. So
yeah, CS:GO
just
101.
had to throw a little reference to that. But now, though, there is still a man advantage. Alistair is gone from Order. This is the best opportunity in, well, quite a few rounds, it feels like,
Zeph on 15 as well, so definitely looking pretty good for the Chiefs here. Looks like they're going to go towards the in bomb side, and they're on the upper ramp, making their way down the ladder. Doesn't look like they've been spotted fully yet. Oh, nice headshot by Hats. They're taking down Tux. And, oh, looks like they're going to get the bomb down any second now. Bomb is going down. We've got 3 CTs here. One nice trade of kills here. Oh, Offnu takes down Zeph. And it looks like the CTs are making their way into the site. Up on the trains, Offnu with another one. And Inns goes down. Chiefs managed to pull that back. Very nice work. And what did they do? They got on the board. This is where it's going to start. If they're going to make a comeback, this is just the very first step to get all the way up this mountain. Now the question is, do you think they can do it?
Nope.
Nope.
Not to be too bleak. I never believe in the chances of a comeback when 3 of your players, 19 rounds in, haven't hit double digits on kills yet. And I think that's one of the big issues is Chiefs, their fragging just hasn't quite been up to snuff. In order, everybody is over 12 kills. Most of the teams, got 18, 19, 20 there on Zeph, Hats, and Imagine. Imagine's 20 and 8.
That's a real nice performance, to be honest. He's got to be feeling real good about that, carrying his team. And I mean, he's not totally carrying them. I mean, and they're all within 5 kills at the end of the day, so
it would be one thing if damage was good, but even in the first half, 3 players on Chiefs were down at 50 ADR around there. Just didn't have a great first half, and that's not a formula for winning rounds when every life your players are doing only half a kill.
Yeah, I mean, definitely tough when you're losing those rounds, but let's see what they can pull back on the CT side. So we've got Blitz AWPing with nice little crossfire there. Tux, as he's distracted by the AWP, comes out, takes down Hats there. So nice start there by the Chiefs team. So it looks like they're going back nice and slow again. Order doesn't want to rush this. They've got the time. They're down 1 player. Looks like they're getting a couple of grenades set up. They're going to chuck them over the wall. 2 smokes going over there. Another flash coming over soon. So looks like they're going to hit the outside A bomb site here. Looks like they're going all the way towards the Ivy Vines area here. They're just walking up slowly. No contact yet, but we do have one of the Chiefs. He's turned his back. Oh, that might be some brutal timing. He challenged Inns, wins it. Nice headshot there. Offnu. Oh, he could only get one, unfortunately. Imagine, though, taking down Offnu. Oh, wow. We've got 1 CT up in the heavens here outside. Doesn't look like they've spotted him. Oh, but Alistar, nice kill through the glass, taking down Texter after 1 more kill. And it's all up to Tux the whole game. He takes down the bomber. Doesn't want to. He takes down another. He's on 3 HP. 1v1. Alistar, he knows exactly where it is. Tux has no idea. They both spot each other. Here we go. Oh, but Alistar takes him down. My God. And it's over. Order take map 1.
Yeah, it's the one downside when you know that you've done a lot of damage to a player. You realize that he's probably pretty lit. Pull out the Glock, get the kill, get the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, Order, they've looked pretty.
Mate, guys, we are back here for Chiefs versus Order. Order went big in the last map, taking down Chiefs. I think it was 16-3, 16-4 in the end, so not a good time for Chiefs. They went down 12-3 on the T side, and they just were not able to recover. on the CT side here. So next map we've got Inferno, one of my favorite maps of all time, if I'm quite frankly honest with you. And looks like we're just waiting for the map to go live here. Bit of a warm up. And yeah,
It is start the series. They got dumpstered. Like, plain and simple. What happened was borderline illegal in 50 states. Like, it was not family friendly. This is a family show. It was very much not so. And at the end of the day, you just kind of sit there and be like, well, this is kind of like a car crash, you know? You want to look away, but
yeah,
you
it's a
can't.
family show with just a little bit of terrorism on the side. But luckily we've got the CTs to balance it out, right?
Well, on a good day, like very clearly that CT side half that order rocked. At the end of the day, as I've said, there's a lot more on the line than just ones and zeros. There's a lot more on the line than just 32 rounds that you need to win this series, or potentially more with overtime. It's the fact that we have playoff spots, or a singular, I should say, land spot for the MDL Global Challenge. There'll be the singular Australian representative. North America gets 3 of them, or gets 4 of them. I believe it's held in North America, so that's the reason why. 3 of them belong to Europe, and then 1 for Australia.
Yeah, mate, it's quality, not quantity, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we probably only need 1 team to take out the whole thing, don't you think?
That is a way of looking at it. Being as I'm from Canada and live in Canada, I'm not gonna say it's necessarily the right way of looking at it, but it's a way of looking at it.
It is. I like to be optimistic, you know?
Yeah, I've noticed, and it gives me this weird twisted sense of pleasure. Like, you're like, they can do this, right? No, just being the pessimist. Something that I think what it is I casted, at a LAN not that long ago, with the co-caster Zesht, and he made a point anytime I was optimistic or happy or positive to just give me this blunt, blank, stern nope.
So you're kind of like the bully that, you know, gets bullied and then goes and takes down on other kids and kind of becomes the bully and just perpetuates that cycle of, you know.
Maybe not bully. I don't want to start any weird rumors here. No. It's just the fact that it's oddly satisfying being kind of pessimistic. I'm always optimistic.
Nah, don't worry. I wasn't suggesting you're a bully, mate. I know you're a great guy. Just the analogy.
You don't know me. I could be a terrible guy. I'm not, though. So I appreciate you believing in me.
Thanks. So I mean, it's taken a while to get started here, just running around with their AKs and deagles.
Well, hey, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we were having some technical difficulties on our end there for a little bit. I believe they've mostly been sorted out. We got the gremlins out of the computer. Got whatever gremlins were causing problems, they have been told to vamos. But this is also a solid time as well, just for Chiefs to try and figure out what the hell just happened.
Yeah, they've definitely got a long time to have. This is almost like an insane just timeout for them to just have a talk, you know. Looks like we are going to the knife round.
Yeah. People just be killing themselves. That's the way it goes.
So what are your predictions for this one, Dreamboat? I mean, we've seen a very big role on the last map, Train. So, I mean, do you think the Chiefs have it in them to come back on Inferno, which is not their map pick, by the way?
The thing with Chiefs is they have the players, they have the talent that you can never rule them out. If they show up looking even remotely like the team that we just saw on Train, this series is as good as done. The thing is when you have a little bit of a map break, you have the time where server swaps maps. Sometimes it can be good to just get dumpstered and get it over with. Because, like, at a given point in that map, at least after the first half, you're thinking, okay, like, let's just think about Inferno. They've had some time to think about it. They are here, live in the pistol on Inferno. And I think what we're going to see is a different looking Chiefs side as they find a pair of opening picks. They need to find the next one, though. Hats has 2 to even it right back up. Still alive. And oh, my goodness. Hats has another. And Inns is there backing it up. 2-on-2. Zeph and Tuck so low. It is actually going to be the high HP player. Inns falling for order. 1v2. Quite workable. 29 HP on Tex to 3 on Tux. Zeph, can he find it? It was heroic by Hats to bring this back. Now Zeph needs a little bit of miracles. No kit, no HP. This is a rough one to try and do. He's got to go pretty quick. He's going to walk in and actually finds the low HP player. Texta backside is spotted up. Take down to 15 HP. This is workable. Zeph, could he do it? Can he pull off this unbelievable 1v2? We shall see. He's inching his way around. Spots out the shoulder. Knows he's moved to the other side. Peeks around. He's found the kill, but he doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have time. There's no way to do it.
Oh, man, that is
going to be a pistol round of Chiefs.
Heartbreaker for order. I mean, well, at the end of the day, that's what Chiefs needed, mate. They wanted to come in. They wanted to get that first round on the board, and they're starting off well. Hey, I mean, it came down to the absolute final bullet there, but they got the bomb down as well, so they should have a decent amount of money going into this. Looks like they're just going to stock up on SMGs, and Order's going for a force buy.
Not to totally concern you, but only to mildly concern you and the entire audience. Train? Chiefs won pistol round, and it came down to a 1v1 clutch that they won. So,
optimism,
honestly,
remember?
As far as this goes, this game is starting exactly like Train did. They just need to win the second round. That's what we're looking for. And while that HE did a little bit of damage, not as much as it could have. I actually thought it was going to do a lot more. But the kills here are going to be so pivotal if they can find 1, 2, do some damage, try and slow things down. The Chiefs, actually, they elect to not go towards B. They'll be looping back towards A. That's where 3 players lie. Alistair's right on this corner. The timing on all of this is going to be so pivotal.
Yeah, we've got 4 Ts coming up towards mid. They're just sitting there getting ready for their utility. They throw out the smokes. Looks like they're heading towards the CT archway. 3 Ts, including the bomb. Jump around. They find no one. CT arch is smoked over. They're coming away. Outside library. There's contact. Offnu takes down Alistar. Zeph takes down Offnu. Nice trade. And the Ts have managed to clean up the site. The remaining CTs are on B and CT. So it looks like the Chiefs should have this. I'd imagine the CTs on order will decide to save these guns. The SMG and the pistol, but more importantly, the head armor. And yeah, should be an easy round for Chief. They're just going to wait it out, make sure there's no Ninja G fusing shenanigans.
Poor Imagine. Hits Texton 99-1 in the back with the Nova and then misses the follow-up shot.
That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal.
If he hits that, he might live a little bit longer in the back corner of that site and be able to find another kill. Although one thing I do question is only a couple $100 more. And I guess he was actually up against the brink. I'd have gone Swag 7 there, bro. Mag 7 is the best of the cheap shotguns.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they didn't want to waste too much money early round, knowing that they could lose this round, which they did. I just want to make sure they've got enough in the bank. And it looks like, yeah, as you said, they've saved the 2 guns, so no one else is purchasing anything. They want to make sure they can get a nice full buy-in on the 4th round here. And Chiefs up 2-0. Looks like they're mollying off the car position up on Banana, taking mid position. They have been smoked out though, so it looks like they're just going to edge their way up towards middle here. chuck a couple more flashes towards banana for a decoy.
With this being a bit of a throwaway round, I'm just gonna quickly answer a question from Osemzeta in chat. I think I pronounced that right. Nice little link there from Alistair. I just asked why 999 rounds. That's just the way the config's set up. We do still play to the standard halves. 15 rounds of break, 16 rounds for one team wins it. It's just the way the config works. As a pair of kills come down on the A-bomb site, and there's the final 4. It's just hats with that UMP that he saved. Yeah, if actually anyone knows, if anyone actually knows why the config is the way it is for 999 rounds, I'm curious. I think it had something to do with 1.6 and it was carried over, but I'm not 100% on that. So whoever does that research and tells me in Twitch chat, like, you're getting shout out on stream. I will shout you out. And Hats, speaking of shout outs, shout out to him for finding that kill onto Tux, keeping this UMP alive. Where he is though, so we've got to try and fall off of it somehow.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't able to pick up any AKs, though. Which is what he'd want at this point. Looks like he'll just survive and try and keep the armor. Even if he just chucks that SMG, he'll be able to still keep his armor and a bit of utility going into the next round, which will always come in handy. And Chiefs up 3-0, so... hate to say it, but that optimism's starting to pay off. It's early days yet, but... really nice to get 3 rounds up on the T side, especially on Inferno as well.
I'll be optimistic when they get the next round and finally get the same amount of rounds that they had on Train. So yeah. This is a round that makes me optimistic here, potentially. Not really. This is a round that's going to happen, though. And we'll see. Again, 2 players pressuring Banana. They won't actually take that much util damage. I thought they were going to take a bit more. Seichido could be money, and it is. Zeusy down to 53. Blitz down to 65. So not
very high value.
Bad. Does make them one-tappable by any of the weapons on the field, including that UMP.
Looks like they're going to go through an apartment setup here.
Think headshots is 65 damage, exactly. And now walking out Balk, they found a pair of kills. Make that a trio as Zeusy on the Mac-10 finds Alistair in the back. Blitz on the AWP, turns around, finds in. And it's
guess who's alive
again on the UMP. Just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes when you're just that last person alive, 3 rounds in a row, saving that SMG, it's got to feel a bit awkward at that point. I mean, sometimes you just feel like, oh, maybe I should just go in, throw away my life again. But at the end of the day, the smart decision is to just maintain that utility, that armor, defusal kit and helmet, and go into the next round. Because at the end of the day, Order is going to have another eco now. Absolutely no money except on hats. I guess they could go for some form of force, but very risky.
Well, hats off to him if he manages to make this UMP do much into the next round. That is his challenge. Might drop it over to this. Yeah, he'll probably drop it over to someone and buy one. Could buy 2. They could drop some SMGs on this force. That's where he's actually going.
Okay, the man with all the money.
This works. This is actually really nice. They don't overinvest into this round. Alistair, I'm actually a little bit surprised how much he invested. Dropping out of 1100. That's a little bit questionable for me.
Yeah.
He's the only one I question.
Yeah, the rest of them on 2 to 3k. Not too bad, to be honest. But yeah, with that loss bonus, it's still pretty good. But... ooh, unless you can get a couple of kills with that SMG and farm up a bit of cash. Nice HE damage there by INS. Getting about 60-70 damage off the Chiefs. 3 of them there in the banana hallway. Looks like they're still going to push in though. Yeah, so at the moment, not much is happening. Chiefs are just hanging around. The bomb is dropped in T middle at the bottom of banana. Looks like they're pushing into mid, but once again, they do not have the bomb. So they're going to see if they can get a couple of picks, getting a crossfire, edging up, chucking some mollies, clearing off all the goblin spots. They're making their way through to CT spawn, though. They're actually through the arch. 3 players. They definitely know they're there, but they haven't actually had contact. Texter takes down Imagine into the library there, and he's making their way. Looks like they're going to go and pincer the B bomb site. They should have all 5 players now approaching, and there's still 2 defenders left. Oh, Zeusy gets taken down. Oh, hats, mate. 2 SMG kills. They're beautiful. And Zeph, another SMG. And we've got just Blitz with the AWP now in a 2v1. He's going to get the bomb down and try and get some money. Oh my god,
Blitz.
can he pull this off? They know where he
has
is. They're
no health.
spamming him.
This is so awkward for him. He's only at 8 HP, and he's gonna hit the first shot, but he doesn't get the kill.
It was through the
It's gonna be a
wall.
quick trade. It was through the wall, as you say, and that was 86 damage done. 16 HPs total on the board for Order, but that's that happens to be 15 more than they need as they pull out that round. They're first on the board, and now we see a 15-0.
Really happy for saving those 3 rounds and dropping all those SMGs, because that's a game changer right there.
So the real thing about this now is if Order win the next 15 rounds, we have the exact same scoreline that we had on Train. Oh! Alistair, you'll love to see it. Jumps onto his teammate for a nice little boost down mid. Hits the shot on the Blitz. And that is the opener from Order. Alistair with this op is so incredibly potent. It's one of my favorite Australian offers.
Yeah, they've also got a double AWP set up, 1 on each site, so this is going to be really tough now for Chiefs to push through. They do have the AWP themselves, though, on Offnu, so he may be able to get a trade here, but it's definitely going to be tough now that they're down 1. He's making a lot of noise, so they know what they've got. He's going for a spam through the wall on Banana, see if he can pull off a wall bang there. He's mollied off the corner where he knew the AWP was last spotted, but he's deciding to fall back, so looks like they may choose to go towards the A site here, making their way up through the mid here, walking their way. There's only 48 seconds, so looks like they're definitely going to commit to this now. And they may go for that CT spawn play. They're actually walking their way through. They haven't been spotted. It's a nice flash there, blinds the AWP. Oh, but Alistair takes him down. Nice wall clip. And it looks like they're going to stream back right through the other side now, into the A site. And Alistair, another AWP kill. And another through the box. He's just got 3 already. And now it's just texturing a 3v1 situation. Take it over, Dreamboat.
There, Alistair is on for the ace, tagged up quite heavily, but it's actually going to be Hats to get the kill. Doesn't matter. Texted didn't have much of a chance in that 1v3. I did, honestly, selfishly hope that on that peak, Alistair hit the shot to get the ace. But he has been, for such a long time, such a high-impact opper, an incredibly impressive player to watch in this scene. And again, he just decided for a little bit of a round to come out to play there.
Yeah, I mean, he only had 1 kill, I think, before that, so he's got to be feeling good now. Back on the scoreboard, and again, he's starting to get lit on fire here.
Here's a little secret. If you're not on the Alistair cam at the beginning of rounds on Inferno, you're doing something wrong, because Alistair frequently on this map likes to go for this quick picks down mid, and, well, it's making him work so far. Misses the next shot, though, falls back into sight, should be A-okay. Has players around him. It's actually Zeph to be the first one to fall. But Alistair, another op shot. Jumps up, spots it out. Oh, he's not able to connect. Makes it a 3-on-3, and there was actually the dink through the wall that did 50 damage. So probably the least damage you'll see on an AK headshot very often. But that leaves Tuxin off new in a 2v3. The players start to get in around them, start to swarm. And a bit of the problem is the fact that Optu is quite exposed for when these players start to come through. They may not check up there, but if they do, that's going to leave it quite dire, and that smoke's going to make it even harder. It's actually Ins to find the shot on Dofnu, leaving Tux 1 versus 3. Trying to find kills, trying to find any players. Peeks out, finds the first one. Drops down, but he's not able to find the second one. Hats has him in the back, and the bomb will be defused.
Can they get it?
Yes.
Man, I started getting a bit panicking when I saw that Molotov on it, but okay. So, Order back. Few quick rounds now, so he's 3-4. Chiefs up 4, but their money, it's not looking the greatest now. We've got between 5 and 3k. Looks like they're just going to go for a nice little pistol. So, couple of one Galil here, a couple of nades. So, they've still got a chance, but at the end of the day, it's not looking good for them. We've got a nice double AWP set up here for the Order team here. Alistair looking down mid, hasn't seen anything just yet. Oh, unscopes just at the wrong moment as he sees the guy. Probably not too happy about that, but it happens.
There is something I frequently yell at Counter-Strike. Starts with F. It's not safe for work, so I'm not going to say that part on stream. But the second word of the phrase
What
is
the
timing.
frig?
No, so it's just F word timing is just sums up Counter-Strike, at least when I play it, so frequently. And I would be stunned if Alistair didn't say something similar, but he does make it work, though. Let's find another shot, and ins on Banana. Has
Hopes to
one as
work.
well. The double up setup is definitely paying dividends here thus far. We'll see, though, if they can continue to take this round and finish her off with the weaponry that Chiefs has. I'd be stunned if they couldn't. As Alistair hits another shot, peek comes out from Hats, and that's a quick, easy spray down for him. 4-4, orders knotted things up.
And this is where the game gets real. Both teams drawed, and a nice buy is going to be able to be coming out from both teams. So one team will edge ahead and hopefully be able to get the momentum to continue that on for the rest of the half. So I'm not sure. They need to be able to get past these AWPs now. They're getting picked off at the start of the round. I mean, you just can't pull back them once you get down 1 or 2 players at the start. It's just so tough to be able to break the holds once the AWP gets the pick and falls back.
Oh my god. Alistair, he's actually doing this. The madman hits the shot onto Tux. I love it. It's so rare, it feels like, that you see an Opper consistently make this level of aggression and these aggressive plays on Inferno. It's almost a little bit of a throwback to like 2014 JW, but I absolutely adore it. Peeks out though. Texas got 2. That opens up A so substantially. Zef's the only one there. Needs to go incredibly large.
Yeah, so now it's a 3v3 situation. Oh, Texas takes down Zeph into the pit, mollied him off, headshotted him, and the bomb is going to go down. So now we have a 3v2 situation. Chiefs are up and the bomb is down, and looks like Chiefs are going to save, I think. They're in the B bomb site. Yep, looks like they're just going to take that AWP, couple of grenades, and just run back towards home and on towards the B site and save those guns. So it's disappointing that Alistair made such a huge play, going all the way through into the T hallway almost, and just pulling off that headshot and still losing the round after that. It's just pretty brutal, to be honest.
And let's just take a moment and give a quick shout out to Chiefs. They managed to take more rounds so far in the 9 rounds that we've had here than they managed to take on their own map pick-on train. So things have improved. It's a step in the right direction, but it needs to continue, because if they lose this map, that's it. They are done. Order will be your AU MDL champions and punch their ticket to the global challenge. And really, Chiefs don't want that.
Nah, Chiefs definitely want to take this to a 3rd map, and they're definitely doing what they need to. Looks like a nice peek there. He's in a nice little off angle, AWPing down Banana. He gets flashed, goes for the blind shot. He doesn't fall all the way off, goes for the wall bangs. Doesn't seem to be able to pull anything off, and he's going for the re-peek. There is one terrace down there, but it looks like the bomb is still in mid, so no calls there. It looks like they're heading towards B, and Inns pulls the AWP out, shuts down Blitz there, and gets a nice shot onto Zusi through the wall. Takes it down to 24. He doesn't know he hit the shot, but he definitely did. Beautiful pop flash there. Flashing Ins, come around, Zusi takes him out, but Hats trades him back, and we're still on a 4v3 with order up. But it looks like they're going all the way back to the A bomb site. Bit of a decoy, but it hasn't worked. The CTs are still holding quite strong. They're in the pit. Just, oh my god, they're pushing through the smoke with the AWP. And he's down. It's now a 3v2. And I think the Chiefs can pull this off now. Will they go for it? It's very similar, except they are closer than last time. But again, it's another save. So, wow. Order have saved about, 5 rounds now, I believe. Every round except the pistol that they have lost has been a save. So, I mean, it's a smart decision, especially when with 2 AWPs on the board. There's almost no chance of that. You'd only pull it off on a last round, for example. But yeah.
So one thing I love to shout out that some players do as we get to watch higher and higher level Counter-Strike, like MDL is quite a high level, is the little things that players do that the average player might not pick up on. And one of the things that I saw in that round was Alistair. He was playing over towards that arch side with the AWP. Smoke was down, and one of his teammates wanted to rotate off. They had 2 on A, 2 on B, and they got in the kill onto B. Alistair was smoked off. He jumps on the barrel, takes a quick peek over the smoke, and spots the 3 players top mid. That moves his player that was library back into sight because of that little information gain just on that cheeky little hop. Just such a smart play, such a little thing that you can do, but any information you can grab safely like that is so pivotal. And Alistair put it to good use. They weren't able to hold the site, but would have been a completely different, similar result, but potentially even easier round for Chiefs had he not gotten that info and kept 3 players in over towards A.
Yeah, so Alistair's definitely got the brains to back up his aim here. And we've got a timeout here, only 5 seconds left in it. Chiefs are still up 6-4 after a nice win, and it looks like we've got a very sketchy buy here. It's actually not too bad, to be honest. We've got 2 orbs, 2 augs, and a nice little SMG, but mostly full utility. Chiefs look like they're going for a 4 AK 1 Glock, so Zeusie's decided to save up his money maybe for an AWP on a future round. And maybe, yeah, it looks like they're just going to play it slow. Not sure what's going on. They're still running around T-spawn. So, oh, he's actually gone back to pick up the AK. Very interesting. I'm not sure what went on there. Any idea?
I'm guessing he just missed running over it in spawn. Or, I'm not sure. Whatever it was, just resulted in him missing picking it up.
Yeah, so
but
no next level
he probably
strats
had
going
this.
on.
It was probably behind him, and he had the spawn for a nade that he wanted to throw. As Alistair finds another nice op shot. Still sitting here towards the site, trying to stay alive, trying to find another kill. That's going to be key. Flicks up, finds it on the blitz. Keeps it 2-on-2. Is still Hats lurking around. Molly's going to go in, make things a little bit hot and spicy. This is a very workable retake. Ins and Hats need to start finding these kills pretty quick. Molly will go into Grave, but it's actually off new, swinging around. Makes things really awkward for Hats. He's aware where both players are, but he's not able to find the kill. Susie closes it out. 7-4 Chiefs lead.
Beautiful round from the Chiefs there. Very clean, very clean. Taking down all of those AWPs and AUGs, which have caused them so much trouble after the last few rounds. So maybe somebody just clicked after that timeout. And yeah, it looks like they're going very strong now. Looks like it'll be another round on the board. I don't fancy Order's chance, just with 2 upgraded pistols. Whoa, Blitz, nice! Shot straight onto Alistair. Orb versus pistol was very quick, quite close range as well. Zeph is getting tagged down. And, oh, nice close shot there by Tux, taking down Zeph, and Texter takes down Imagine. Looks like they're just going to make their way onto the B bomb site. There is one... Oh, no, it looks like they're falling back all the way to T mid and should be heading towards A site, so this should be effectively a round over. They're playing it very careful. They don't want to give away any guns or allow any clutch opportunities to arise here. And yeah, so we've just got Hats sitting on the fountain in the B site with his little pistol, maybe looking for some exits at some point.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't gone a little bit more aggressive to get these exits. He's got a USP, dude. Why save it? It's one thing I never understand is when players play super passive with the USP. Doesn't have armor, doesn't have a kit, just has a USP. No one's died, so they know he's not saving a gun. You may as well go and try and do something. The $300 kill bonus isn't gonna be enough to justify not doing it. But he spotted Blitz out. I think he realizes he's in trouble right now. And he will finally fall. But really, if he just didn't sit in the B bomb site, he could have positioned himself in a much better spot, in my opinion, to try and get an exit. But we have a tactical timeout coming.
I totally agree with you on that point. Sometimes it's just, who cares at that point? Just go for a kill, make your move early, get into a nice little off angle, and see if you can pop a couple of heads and run away with that AK. So 8-4, Chiefs up. We've got another pause here, so looks like there's going to be a bit of some discussion on what they're going to do here. How can Order pull this back? I mean, they're getting the picks early, but Chiefs are just managing to edge out the wins and forcing them into the saves. Definitely looks like the A bomb site is the weak point for Order. Whether it's actually the weak point or Chiefs are just hitting it over and over again, I'm not quite sure. But they definitely seem to be able to just go into that A bomb site, take it, and then the B players are just left saving.
Well, we'll see if they can make... Of course, M on the Alistair cam. He's being a superstar in this. He's right up there with Hats, top of his team. 13 for Hats, 12 for Alistair. And it looks like Tex is going to peek pretty soon into this AWP. Flashbang comes around. Alistair turns it. Swings out. Zeph's got one. Alistair chiming in with a second. Keeps it a 3-on-3. The trades, though, they do favor the T side. So Alistair needs something sitting here backside. He's burning. Realizes he's in all kinds of trouble. And Alistair should be caught any second. There it is. But that bought enough time for Inns to come in on the flank and pick up a kill. Keeps it 2-on-2.
They've got to go for
Tux
this.
and Texta versus Hats and Inns, and of course they will be. It's just a matter of whether or not they can find it. There's a good crossfire from Apps right now, but Texta could be in trouble. That nade, does not do any damage somehow. Boxes, man, they're trippy. Texta though peeks out, the flash in. Gives in some space to walk back. 3 spots out 1. Actually knows where the second player is too. This is all kinds of workable. He spots him out on the balcony, but Tux gets the kill.
Boy. Man.
I'm a little surprised as well, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little surprised how hard Tux committed to to that fight and that angle. I guess what was planned isn't great, so he kind of has to do it. But I don't know, he could have played time a little bit better in my opinion.
It's definitely not always worth the risk peeking that before they've even started defusing, to be honest. But yeah, so it looks like there's going to be one final save round for the CTs before going to that final round. Chiefs have full guns, AWP, AKs, everything they could ever want. Order, on the other hand, 2 flashes, 1 HE grenade, and a couple of upgraded pistols here.
And another just thing for a new player. If you have what happened to Inns, where you throw your nade and you get gushed up, you're down to 10 HP, and you know your teammate has no gun, or in the case of Alistair, he had ESP. Just toss your CZ to him. No point in you having it if you're low HP. The high HP player might be able to do something with it. Inns does in fact fall in the end. And now we have the pistols moving over. There's going to be 3 of them towards B here. That's where the hit's going to come down. This could get hairy. I don't think it will. CZ, it's not the CZ. And they're actually rotating out of this. But they're rotating right into Zap. He does so much damage.
Very nice by Blitz.
Not able to find.
Same shot as he did the other round earlier, where he just gets that nice close AWP shot up mid. And looks like their C terrorists are making their way onto the A bomb site. Easy plant. Oh, imagine takes down Texter with the Deagle now. He's able to pick up an AK. He's definitely going to go for this. We've got 2 AKs, so they're in with a chance. No kits, though, and 10 HP on Hats is making it very difficult. It looks like they're smoked out. They're just going for a few pot shots, hoping for that miracle headshot. And Offnu takes down Hats, and Imagine looks like surely he's just going to save at this point. I mean, their money isn't great, so it'd probably be nice going around with this AK. Looks like he's going to go for some form of exit, maybe pick up an AWP if he's lucky, but yeah, they're smart enough not to challenge him. They know it's not that much of a benefit to chase him down.
Again, this is smart from Offnu. He started sprinting as soon as the round ended. As soon as he knew he was there in a 1v3 and he probably wasn't going for it, he sprinted from top mid all the way up Banana and started to come back through CT spawn. So if he had started to fall away with the AK, would have just been caught and would have been a fantastic kill from Offnu denying it. But unfortunately for Offnu, Imagine just sat in library, so he didn't get the opportunity. But still, just a nice little play by him.
It looks like we've got a pause here. Now, this isn't a timeout, I believe. This is just a normal pause. Is that correct?
I don't know. I mean, I'd assume. I don't think there's much. Well, yeah, you could call it attack timeout right now. And honestly, with the speed, it was probably attack. Because attack would take a lot longer usually. So
gotcha.
Yeah, probably just calling it tactical timeout just to figure out what you want to do in this last buy round of the half. Chiefs, they're on cruise control a little bit here. 10-4 is the score line. This is Order's map pick. So looking to do to Order what Order did to them on their own pick is, of course, the first map of the series, which was the Chiefs pick, was 16-4 for Order.
Yeah, and you know it's last round when you see a couple of decoys come out. Zephyr taking down Tux to open up the round there. Nice frag, putting them up one player. Looks like the terrorists are going to make a bit of a fake towards the mid, and the bomb falls instantly straight towards B. But unfortunately, the Chiefs just get taken down 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's all up to Ofnu. 5v1, 100 HP, comes around the corner, and he is down and out. And Chiefs still managed to pull off an impressive 10-5, which is great after last game, and especially on the terrorist side, it could actually be a chance for a nice little domination here to pay them back on each other's map here.
To be honest with you, with the way the game started for Order, I'm thrilled. Like, I'd be thrilled that we got 5 rounds. You went down 0-4, so you lost pistol, the follow-ups, and the first gun round, which is a rough spot to be in, and then to go 5 for 6 when you had your money broken and had to save for 2 rounds, like, that's really good. Obviously, it's not like the ideal half, but considering the circumstances, if I'm on Order, I'm content with the fact that we managed to get the 10-5. And I have pretty good faith in their T side, especially since it is their pick, that they'll be able to kind of come out swinging here, even things out. Pistol round's going to be so pivotal, though.
Hats is on
they really
14
need to get
to
it.
6 as well, you'll note. 14 kills, 6 deaths. So, I mean, he's definitely having a good match.
Oh, this is such aggressive play. This is ballsy, but it's working out for Chief. Ofnu has a pair. Text has got
beautiful.
one, and now Inns and Imagine left alone. They can make this work. There's a window for them. It's a very small one. It's probably going to be shut momentarily. But for the time being, there is an opportunity.
Yeah, with Glocks in hand, it's going to be really, really tough. They're making their way up through mid. Not with the bomb, though, so he's just trying to see if he can bet any picks and draw any players away. Maybe get some people to push banana so the bomb carrier can get a nice little kill. But they are not taking the bait. Chiefs are a smart team. They're just going to walk back. I mean, they've got absolutely no benefit to do any hard peaks here. They're just waiting for them to come to them. They're up 5-2 players, and looks like, oh, Blitz takes down Inns, and yeah, it's all up to Imagine, who does have the bomb, luckily. He's on the B bomb side. They've already got one rotation coming over here. So it's a 3v1, and Ofnu takes him down with a nice headshot there, and an absolute clean sweep on the pistol round.
Well, that was less than ideal if you're an Order fan, to say the least. But there's going to be 4 Deegs and a CZ for them, hoping that the power pistols can result in a little bit of a miracle.
Okay, so yeah, so we've got a nice little boost up in the B bomb site here by Ofnu. His teammate just boosted him up and fell back towards CT spawn, so I have a nice little crossfire. Looks like he's going for some HE damage at some point. And Inns, though, oh, big deagle shot there. He's pushed all the way up into mid, gets the headshot. He hasn't been able to pick up the gun yet because it's not quite safe, but he's laying down the smoke to see if he can edge in and pull it out. Oh, and he is taken down, unfortunately, by Tux. And Tux again taking down Zeph. Blitz taking down Imagine. And all of a sudden, it is a 4v2 with Hats on 3 HP. The bomb is in front of him. It's down. And yeah, not great situation to be in. He is going to be able to edge in with the smoke cover, pick up the bomb. And he's thinking, can I pull off this miracle play? 3 HP, 1 deagle. He's got a helmet. Not that it'll do anything for him, but let's see what he can pull off.
There's potential for him to find a kill. Could do a little bit of damage. That's about all you can expect. And he just walks into Blitz's scope. Well, not scope. He was not scoped in with the AUG. It was just his crosshair. But that's about what I expected to happen, to be honest with you. There, 12-5, Chiefs lead. Money not good for order. This will be surely 13-5. And then we see gun rounds come out. We can see what order can really do on their T side.
Yeah, so Chiefs up 12-5, and once again, just another eco by order. So looks like they're going to go up 13-5. A lot of utility being used here by Chiefs to gain banana control, and it looks like they're just going to fall back with Tux using a bit of utility and falling back towards the A site. Oh, Bink on to Texter, but he's still on 32. He managed to take down Zeph on the order team. So it looks like they're just going to reposition within the site. They've got 3 on A and almost 4 on A at this point, and that's exactly where order's going to hit with their pistols. And 1, 2, 3 down. Nice little crossfire, and Ofnu pulls off, well, that was a 3K. Nice work by him.
Now the rifles come out, and Imagine and Zeph, they both get my respect. Bringing out the Krieg, the SG 553. I love it. A lot of people hate it. I freaking love it, man.
Me too, mate. I was playing it before it was cool, and I'm still playing it now.
Same, dude.
Oh my god, we should be casters and friends together.
Oh, hell yeah.
Step 1 complete.
Flash comes over, trying to find any damage sustained. That could be quite good. Actually, does not do anywhere near the amount I expected. But the swing out. Hats has 1. Hats has 2. Make it a 3. Not quite, but Imagine's got the
Another trade.
B has fallen, and that's what you want to see from order. It leaves just Zeusy and Texta trying to figure out really what the hell just happened to their entire team.
Oh, Texo comes down. Oh, God, he's in the pit and he gets taken down. And we've seen a nice back trade of 2 frags here. And it's back to a 2v2. Imagine takes down Zeusy, and now he's in a 1v2 situation. And he's taken down by Ins. And that's it. It's order going back 1 round. So they're getting back on the board here. But Chiefs have plenty of money in the bank for this buy. They're going to be able to get full utility, AWP, all the rifles of their choosing. And this is the round where Order really need to get some rounds on the board and use this streak. Get 1 more round, shut down the Chiefs' economy. Once again, they're on the CT, so they're always going to have a bit more trouble than the T side. And they may be able to get that situation that Chiefs were on in the first round, first game where they just had 1 buy, 1 pistol, 1 buy. It's back and forth. So let's see what they can do. There is a tactical timeout now. So let's see what effect this has on the game.
This one, don't think it would be tactical. I think this is probably a technical timeout. I just don't see the reason at this juncture in the game to be calling a tactical timeout. And the fact that the length that it goes on while I muse about which one it is makes me think it might have been a technical. Because that one felt longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think we'll just take this time to have a little shout out to the coaches, the forgotten 6 men of the team. So we've got Orders Elmer Putty, and we've got Chiefs Ferg as coach in the spectate.
Legends. Gotta love the alias, Elma Putty. It's a classic. Vintage. But Hats takes an exchange with Blitz. They do a little bit of damage. The op does more damage. Doesn't get the kill, though. Order, though, trying to stay alive as Imagine eats Sinechi. Still, though, Ins finds the opener. Zeusy falls. This allows them to put some more pressure towards A. So might be able to catch Text out here. Does I have anyone to crossfire from arches? That is not known, of course, though.
Yeah, so it looks like, oh, they got mollied off Order just as they were about to go for their execute, so it will deny. Not really any damage done, so it's not too bad. It looks like they're just going to smoke the molly and push straight through. No flashes, just 1 coming down, and Tux gets taken down. Imagine takes down 1 more, and the the A bomb site is theirs for the taking. There's no more defenders left, and this looks like a little bit of deja vu from the last half where Chiefs busted in, took A, and there was 2 defenders left on the B bomb site. And now the exact same thing is happening to the Chiefs. Hopefully it doesn't happen to them over and over again like it did to Order, but it's a real possibility on this map.
So this AWP on Blitz could be the X factor. It's an important gun. Does a lot of damage. We know that. 1 shot, 1 kill. Easy. The fact of the matter is, though, a single op. How many times have we seen it before a bender? How many times in the history of Counter-Strike do you see that one opted save just do an incredible amount of damage and find
Many times, mate. Many times.
Rounds on the back of it.
It's just Inferno is just one of those maps where if you have 2 guns and the opposing team goes towards you, it doesn't matter the fact that the rest of your team has pistols, because if they can make the frags and pick up a couple of guns for the rest of the team, well, that's it. It's not like it's another map like Dust 2 or Train where, there's this middle of the map. It's just a lot more separate. Banana, it doesn't matter. They've got the guns in the banana site. So if they go towards B, they're versing an effective full buy. If they go towards A, well, they're versing an eco. And it looks like they've got a 3-man stack on towards the CT arch side. This is pretty interesting. I like this. But Blitz, though, gets the first pick towards the B site. So that should be an indication for the T's to head towards A, surely. They know they had 2 guns. They definitely don't want to re-peak that AWP, I would have thought. And it looks like they are heading towards A. But the bomb has not made a move just yet. Oh, Hearts does make... Oh, nice kills there. And they've actually cleared out the B bomb site, but they're hitting towards A. They're making the frags. It does not matter. And wow, okay, they only got 1 kill, which was that first AWP. So nice work by Order. So this is what they needed. They're back in the game. Chiefs are going to be able to pull off a buy. They're quite short on utility, though. They have managed to get 3 smokes and a molly. Okay, they're buying up a couple more now. But they're definitely low on utility. So if Order plays this slow and Bates had a bit of utility, this should be quite in Order's favour.
Yeah, 3 mollies, 4 smokes is enough to put a wrinkle in some of the plans for Order. It's just a matter of how well they bait out that utility. Pressure towards B. Blitz and Offnu are still there. Offnu's boosted up. I think this will just be 2 men putting pressure again, seeing if they can get a pick. If they drop a player, they don't really mind. They feel confident in their ability to trade it out elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, exactly. So very slow round here by Order. They know this is the chance to come back in. They should know that Chiefs' economy is a little low, so they know they should have the advantage in the utility. So they're just, as I said, they're just going to bait out that utility, go slow. And then hopefully by the time it comes to make up the decision, there's a lot less left on the board. And quite frankly, there already is. They've only got 2 smokes, 2 mollies, 2 flashes. So it's already ticking down. It looks like they're going to go into the B hit here. Oh, they get smoked off. It looks like they're just going to push straight through. Oh, there's contact. Chiefs taking out 1, 2, and 3. Off Noah Bliss with a beautiful defense through the smoke. Oh my God. And there's just 2v5 now. There's on the blue box, on the blue barrels here. They're just trying to do what they can. Order comes in, gets down 1, but Blitzy boy, 1 and 2 again. So we got a nice ace between those 2 players there, holding down that B bomb site. Beautiful work.
Why? Why would you push through that smoke? 40 seconds are on the clock. You've got time to do it. They haven't all rotated. I just don't understand why you just run through it like that. Walk into 1 player, walk out. Don't even walk out at the same time, not looking the same way. So he just has 3 1v1s he essentially picks, and half the players aren't even staring at him. I don't understand that. That's questionable to me. I don't like it. Doesn't matter, though. What matters is the fact the Chiefs have a 14-8 lead. Order are striking hard and fast towards the A-bomb site. They're right pumped to get in there, right in the thick of things. It's going to be Texted to find the first kill. 3 players are around here. They need to find any picks they can. Otherwise, we're going to a 3rd and final map. They've found a few kills. If he even things back up, it's a 3-on-3, but Tuck's in sight. Ooh, Alistair with that op shot. Keeps it a 2-on-2. Okay, Ins. Right through his smoke. Why not? Now Blitz tries to retake. Tries to walk into what is essentially a meat grinder right now. And it's going to be Alistair with the op hitting the shot. So it gets hairy, but it doesn't matter when you have a guy like Alistair who can just basically hit whatever op shot he feels like. May as well. 14-9's the score. Order keeping themselves alive.
Yeah, and the money's not too good on the Chiefs side. Looks like at best they'll be able to buy a couple of pistols, bit of utility, but definitely no rifles or SMGs coming into this round. And Order, they definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the water's still a little bit murky at this point. But they're definitely back in with a chance at this point. Chiefs just need to play it calm, pull off, do the ecos and all that when they need to, and not just do any stupid force buys when it's coming down to the line, you know. Make those final rounds count. They only need one more to force the draw, 2 for the win, and they've still got 6 chances under their belt. So it's definitely doable if they play it smart from here. Looks like terrorists making their way up, all 5 in towards the banana hallway here, and looks like they are going to edge their way, and they haven't made too much noise. They haven't drawn the rotates yet, and they're actually coming in without smokes. Hads catches the headshot there. Nice work. Inns follows up with one of his own, and they're in the side already. My God, they've got the bomb down. And imagine another headshot with 3 for 3 headshots here. Can they pull off the ace of headshots? Looks like the CTs are going for it. They don't have too much to save. We do have Tux hiding in the church here. A nice little off angle. So I definitely think he's got a chance for an exit kill here. Zeusie's just making his way through the smoke, getting a little bit of damage, and he's taken down. And it's just Tux in a 5v1. Definitely no chance for the round, but can he come out of it with a gun? They've actually all exited banana. They've fallen away, and oh, they turn around. Hats takes him down. So nice and absolutely clean round by Order. Didn't even use any smokes pushing that site.
So, again, for newer players, one of the things that just happened there is Order read the Chiefs' economy like a book. Realized that they were on pistols. They knew that that was the case, so they didn't want to throw any of the smokes that let any of the CTs get closer. Because pistols are quite lethal close range. They're not so good long range. So by not dropping the smokes, that allowed them to clear angles and really worry at the pistols at a lot longer range, and allowed them to convert the kills, but quite easily.
Bloody good point there, Dreamboat.
Who?
So it looks like Blitz has just taken down Hats there with a nice AWP shot. Once again, we're on a full buy on both sides. T's war edging their way up through the middle here. We've got an AWP here. Oh, and a trade of kills, leaving us in a 3v4. Chiefs in favor. They're making their way up towards the A bomb site. We've got one terrorist still in mid, and it doesn't look like they're willing to hit it just yet. Yep, so it looks like they may be calling a fall off, or at least maybe going through middle instead of through the apartment. It's just too risky going out with those angles. And Zeph takes down Tux. Beautiful work. And now there's just 2 left in the A bomb site, 1 in the B. And it looks like they're making their way through the CT spawn arch. Oh, we've got one terrorist. Inns has made his way through there, and looks like the bomb is going up towards banana. So we have a 2v1 pincer going on here, and we have Blitz in towards the side of the site with his AWP outside the church area. Zeusie's already made... Oh, and they just did not move fast enough. There was only 5 seconds left on the clock. They tried to plant, and that is the round. And Chiefs have made it to match point. Well, sorry, map point, not match point. They're looking forward to drawing this series up 1-1 and taking it to a 3rd map, which will be Nuke. So we have an absolute full buy around the board. And it looks like we're just going to have a nice little stack towards the banana. 2-man stack, and it pays off. 1-2 kills there. 1 off and 1 M4 headshot. Beautiful work, and it's looking great for the Chiefs. It looks like we're heading into a 5th map at this point, unless an absolute miracle from Order can come out. Looks like they're just going to edge their way up through mid. Hats is peeking in. He didn't even check right. He's just making his way, just waiting for this smoke to expire, getting in an off angle, seeing if he can pick up anyone waiting in that corner. And he's actually made his way undetected towards the CT arch. Oh, and he pulls out the grenade just as Tux comes around the corner, and he gets taken down. Devastating. It's all up to Inns and Alistair. Alistair with an AWP up on the balcony of the apartments, chucks a molly into the pit. Inns gets the kill from the ground. He detects on the side, and there's one in the corner who takes him down. Now it's a 1v4 situation. 45 seconds. The miracle, surely not. And Chiefs take this game, and they're taking it to another map. My God, beautiful work by Chiefs. Hitting back hard after that brutal train and serving up a little bit of brutality themselves, quite frankly, to Order. So both teams actually winning the opposing team's map there.
Yeah, and it means that we're going to nuke for an exciting end to this series. Remember, this is the grand finals for ESEA Season 31 of Australian MDL. Winner punched their ticket to the ESCA MDL Global Challenge, where 4 North American teams, 3 European teams, and 1 Australian team will be competing to prove who is the best MDL team. I've been Graham Morrison, aka at GrahamCasts on Twitter, and this is actually going to be it for me for the night, not for you.
So we are back for the Mountain Dew Challenge Grand Final of Australia. So we have Order versus Chiefs, and we've just seen two very interesting maps. The first one was Train, where Order took a very, very convincing win. Second map, Chiefs hit back hard, pulling off a 10-5 win on Inferno. And the final map of the night is Nuke. So it looks like we're just waiting for the map to be loaded up. Unfortunately, my caster Dreamboat has to go to bed since it's 4 a.m. where he lives. So we're going to get Chuckmaster in pretty soon, hopefully, for another dual cast here. But yeah, so I'm definitely interested in what will happen in this map. One thing to note is the first map, Train, was actually Chiefs' pick, of which they lost. And then they actually came back on Inferno, which was Order's pick. So quite an interesting situation there. Second map was 10-5, so Chiefs' win was slightly less convincing than the 15-3-4 loss on Train, but still pretty close. So the winner of this tournament actually gets to go to the finals of the Mountain Dew Challenge, joining the European and North American representatives. So there's a lot on the line for this match. So looks like they're still on Inferno, just having a bit of a DM. So what can we expect from Inferno? I'm thinking my bets are probably on Chiefs to pull this out. I mean, they've got the momentum. They just won that map. They're definitely coming off a high. Order, as I said, they pulled off the win on Chiefs map, and then they just dropped the ball on their own map. So that must be quite frustrating. So I think Chiefs, after looking down the barrel and pulling it straight back, I think they definitely got the momentum to win this one. Yeah, just a little bit of DM going, so they must be warming up their aim. Possibly waiting for one of their players to get back. Zeph definitely looks AFK. He's only got -1 kills in the warm-up, so might need a bit of a break. Yeah, so just getting confirmation that Zeph is actually the one that they're waiting on at the moment. We're going to break now, so we'll be back soon. Okay, guys, we are back. Apologies for the delay there. Had a bit of a connection string issue. I've now been joined by Chuck Master, my new co-caster, and I'm just loading into Nuke to see the situation. Chiefs have drawn the map 1-1, and we're heading into Nuke now. So it looks like right now the order team is defusing the bomb, and looks like they're going to put their first round on the board, which will put them 1-2 up. So Chuck Master, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. G'day, everyone.
Welcome to the cast, mate. So as I said, mate, it's 1-1 going to the final map. This is the Mountain Dew Global Challenge League, and looks like we are going into the 4th round now.
Yeah. So it's 1-2. We're gonna jump into the 4th round, like you said, and see if Order can tie things up here. Try and make it 2-2, but we'll see what's going on. Looks like they're gonna push outside with a couple smokes thrown over Marshmallow.
Yeah, so it looks like we have the T's pushing on the outside, which is the Chiefs. We've got one down, In's taking down Zusi there with a headshot. A lot of action on this inside bomb A site. Looks like the CTs, though, just camping around the site, looking for the picks. Oh, and Blitz takes down Imagine, which is very key. Bring it back to a 2v3 situation. He's just outside the squeaky door. Looks like he's thinking, should I open or should I not? And he decides no, he's going to fall back. And the bomb goes down on the lower bomb site here, which is a nice position here for the Chiefs to defend. Just making their way through the corridors, waiting for the CTs. And Alistar takes down Blitz, and it's all up to Tux. 3v1. The CTs being very slow. Check everything. Tux pulls out a nice headshot there. Takes down Alistar. He's smoked off. He's nading it. He's about to chuck a splash through. He goes for it, and he's taken down by Hat. So Order draws the map back 2-2.
Yeah, beautiful play coming out. They did get the eco of going for the plant, and there is some money in the side of Chiefs, so they're going to be able to buy up. Going to have some orcs and some rifles in the hands. So not too much of a devastation, but we're going to see how this one can go down 2-2 now as we see going into the action phase.
Yeah, so we've got a nice AWP outside. Alistar put in some huge work last game, so let's see if he can pull off a similar performance. It would be commanding. Oh, he sees the head of the T outside on the roof, but doesn't manage to pick it off. Very hard angle, though. The Chiefs with the terrace have got their own AWP of themselves, and they're making their way. They've already gained a lot of ground here, and they haven't actually been spotted by the CTs just yet. So it looks like they're just going to make their way all the way out in the garage here. And a trade of kills here. Tuxac takes down Inz, and Hats takes down Zusi. Looks like they still want to press on in towards the A side here. Molly's going down. It missed. It didn't block it off. Zeph takes down Tux, though. And they are making their way. And will they go down the vents? And they're just... Okay, they've just decided to go back towards... Okay, yep. So they've definitely taken the A site. They're going to plant the bomb, and it's a 3v3 situation.
Going into this, we're going to have some coming up of little vents now. One going in heaven, taking some shots, going to lose his life. Hat's going down now in a 3v2. Another one goes down now in a 1v2. All-Stars is very low, sitting in the heaven position, but not in the best situation post-plant. And can they get this kill off? He's going to have to try and get some frags off. Smoke going down the defuse, but no, Texter will get the kill.
Yeah, nice work by the Chiefs there, pulling that off. Very, very clean from them. And they take the win in this final match. So I feel like it's very good for the Chiefs going up 3-2 on Nuke. It's just one of those games, one of those maps where CTs can have such absolute dominant halves, even more so than the previous two matches, which were also CT-sided. But looks like they're going for a nice AWP pick through the squeaky door here. We have the... Oh my god, okay. Blitzed. Oh, misses. Texter gets the headshot, though. And Zusi follows it up, baiting his AWPer there. Blitz managing to just survive on low HP, and Offnu takes down Alistar. So once again, the order was down weapons, so they haven't done enough work. They've got Blitz down to 6, but no kills. Zeph, though, takes down Blitz, finally gets that AWP, but he won't be able to pick it up as he's traded down by Texter. And it's just Hats. Now, he does have an SMG, and he's just waiting in the upper A site around the bomb plant area, seeing if they take the bait, but looks like they are making their way towards the lower B bomb site. Just breaking the glass, chucking down a few mollies. They don't want to take any risks and get any terrorists. I mean, CT's coming through and popping them as they plant. Really nice molly there by the Chiefs, and it looks like it should be another round for them. Now let's see what Hats can do. So once again, king of the saves. Last time on the CT, he managed to pull off about 3-4 saves in a row, which actually ended up paying off by a nice round when he drops some SMGs, but he gets taken down by the AWP of Zeusy.
Yeah, trying to get that save, trying to get an exit frag, pick up a gun, but not quite be able to get it, just shoulder peeking out, got his shoulder taken off. But Chiefs up 2 rounds now, and in a very good situation. Saved up a little bit of money, so their eco isn't the worst, but Order in a bad situation. They do have some orgs, so this is their last buy round before they go to an eco, so they definitely need to take this round out. Flash is going out from the outside. Enigma gets a kill onto Zeusy, but Blitz will get it back, refrag onto him as they try and push towards Secret.
Yeah, so we've got trades of kills here. Looks like the terrorists are going to fall all the way back into the lobby. Tux, nice shot there, but he does get traded, and a few crossfires there does manage to go in favor of the Chiefs as they're making their way with the bomb towards the ramp here. Blitz with the AWP and AWP, and Ofnu takes down Alistar, which was outside with the AUG, and it's just Ins left in a 1v3. He's got an M4, no helmet, doesn't really matter versus the AKs. He manages to take one down, but there's a huge crossfire as he comes out of the vent, and he gets taken down through the vent wall. And it's another round of the Chiefs. 5-2 on the terror side. That is really nice.
Yeah, they're definitely building up their lead, and Order not in the best situation on their cash, so gonna just be saving up, buying, upgrading the pistols a little bit. No grenades in their hands to use against, so we're gonna see how this goes. We could see an aggressive play coming from Order, just trying to get some early on kills, try and take some of these guns away from Chiefs, but it's gonna be a hard round for Order to take. So I'm just going to say Chiefs have this round in the bag.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that. All miracles have happened, but it's not looking like a miracle here. Tux gets taken down. Tux takes down Hats. Alistar does trade one out. And we've got back and forth trades. So Alistar managed to pick up the AK and headshot Blitz. That's the AWP down. The bomb is going down the upper A bomb site here. So it's looking like a 3v3 situation. Will Alistar decide to save that AWP? They've also picked up 2 AKs, so they could choose to just walk away. Oh, Texter takes down Imagine, though. Looks like Alistar is up in the upper rafters here. Looks like he's going for a peek. He is spotted. He sees 2. He misses. He gets flashed, and yeah, he's going to save. They have actually managed to take down 1 in the meantime. Sorry, they have not actually. So yeah, Alistar is going to save. And with the AWP, runs back home to the CT spawn, waiting for his teammates to respawn. And yeah, I mean, it's a good AWP going to the next round, but what's your thoughts on that, Chuck?
They did at one point look like they could take it. They had the man advantage. They got those guns required to take it. They weren't on the pistols anymore. They had 2 AKs and an AWP, but they were just peeking. Looked like Chiefs were just peeking out, getting those kills under Order when they weren't expected. They were expecting Chiefs to just play sort of sight, but they got pushed through to lobby and 2 kills went down there. So, and then left with that AWP in hand. He just wanted to save that for the next round.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely possible that he can do something with it. As we've seen in the previous map, he was going off with that AWP. So if he can get a couple of picks outside, and we also have Hats with a AUG. So it looks like, yeah, they definitely are going for a buy, sorry. So yeah, it should be quite an even round actually. So CTs, once again, usually have the advantage on this map, but so far Chiefs are up 6-2, so they're definitely defying that trend and running through with that momentum from the previous round. We do actually have a timeout, so yeah, it looks like Order's sitting there with their coach Elmer Putty, figuring out how they're gonna hold this one, how they're gonna play it, because there's a lot of different rotations and positions you can actually do on Nuke.
Yeah, they're just going to have to work through this one, find out some new strategies, because I feel like they're playing Order, just playing very aggressive, pushing some angles they don't really need to get. They're trying to get into lobby and bring the fight to Chiefs, but it's just usually ending up they maybe get a kill, maybe a trade, but usually they're losing more players trying to play that aggressive sort of style.
Yeah, and they're also getting outside control quite easily without too much trouble as well, which is, means that they're always on the back foot. Order. They're always just, the position they control is just getting lower and lower, and looks like their timeout is over. Looks like they're Order sending 2 towards the ramp, 1 Heaven, who's going to get on top of the hut. And is that 2 outside by the looks of it? Yeah, 1's actually under in the lower hallways of B, just waiting for the terrorists to come through. Maybe playing a little bit more slow now. Oh, nice headshot by Zeusy through that squeaky door. He was actually trading damage, but he only came out with still came out with 66 health. So nice little shot through there. I couldn't even see the guy. So beautiful shot there. So they have managed to get the player advantage already, Chief. So Order, no helmets, not that it matters. So I'm thinking this is definitely looking like a Chief round if they can get one more pick.
Yeah, it's seeming that way. They're just playing a little bit more safe right now, Chiefs. They're going to fall back, trying to sneak around, go back towards this lobby. Not going to contest outside too much more. Hats is going to contest this sort of hell ramp here, pushing into that lobby corridor.
And there's only 35 seconds left, so I mean, Chiefs do have to make a move any second now. Once again, you can do rotations through the vents quickly. They may choose to do that since the molly's blocking them off. But it looks like, Hats and Zeph get nice 2 frags there in the upper A bomb site. Heaven's mollied off. Zeph gets there off new. And Hats takes down Tux. Oh, and Imagine finishes off Blitz. So that was just 5 kills in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, beautiful round. Order getting back into it. Probably not playing that aggressive role worked out for them. They just waited for Chiefs to do something, and Chiefs, I reckon, were just sitting back waiting for Order to push them a little bit, trying to get them getting aggressive. But they played a bit more defensive. Order weren't going to overexpose themselves too much, and Chiefs ran out of time and had to go push.
Yeah, definitely like a swap up by Order there after that timeout, getting them on the board and back now into another gun round. Chiefs have managed to get outside control. The bomb is outside. We do have Alistar AWPing, but he's all the way back towards the CT spawn, so he doesn't have that much control. He's just waiting to see if any of them peek, but looks like they've just made their way all the way down through Secret, and they're just walking through. They have been spotted, though. There is 4 of the T's there, with the remaining terrorists on Squeaky Door, just playing a bit of a lurk. And it looks like they're making their way just very slowly, getting ready for some nades. They're very cautious. They definitely know they've been spotted, so they're just making their way. A couple of mollies, making sure no one comes through the door so they can get some more position. But it looks like they've overstayed their welcome. They're deciding to walk back up through the Heaven outside. They've given away their position for too long. They know there's too many CTs waiting for them, so they've decided to creep all the way back up. Couple of nades over the house here, and looks like they're going to make their way into the A bomb site. There's 35 seconds. Tux takes down Alistar. Nice frag there.
Yeah, beautiful shot. The AWP does go down. Texter does take Mini as they push in to this A site. 1 could get Team Inns, gets a beautiful kill onto Texter. It does go down by Blitz after that, but another one in this hut. Gets some shots off Zeph, getting pushed from most angles. Gets a kill onto Tux as well, though. He's still locked into this zone, but will go down from a beautiful wall bang. Will has been planted. So in a 3-2 now.
Yeah, so 3v2, as you said. The CTs, will they go for this? Yes, they've got one more. We've got Imagine go up the Heavens, but he gets taken down by Blitz, and it's all up to Hats. He's going for it. 2v1. He knows where they both are. He gets one. It's just a 1v1. He's got the kill. Does he have enough time for the defuse? He's going, and it looks like he's got it. Beautiful clutch there by Hats, and bringing Order single-handedly back into this game.
It really didn't look like Order were going to take that round out, but Hats with the beautiful clutch on the Org there gets 2 very nice kills, peeking separately. So he just gave him the 1v1 fights that he was looking for and worked out for Hats there. So beautiful clutch out round. Chiefs are not going to be happy about losing that one.
Yeah, and they've finally actually broken the Chiefs' economy with just a couple of upgraded pistols and a bit of armor between them. So, yeah, it's definitely another chance for Order to get back on the board here and get one more up. So bring it closer to the draw here on the CT side. So what have we got here? So we've got Texter pulling off the headshot off onto Zeph. And another one from the ground just peeks up. Long range, beautiful work. There is Trey's back, but Tux pulls another one. Chiefs have actually found themselves in a 3v2 just with the pistols. They've picked up the AK. They're definitely looking towards the A bomb site. And Zeusie's got a flank in heavens, takes down Hats. It is all up to Imagine. This has gone so terribly wrong. Oh my God, and they know where he is. The bomb is down and he's called it off. Chiefs have won the round on the pistol eco.
Yeah, that aggressive CZ push from, I believe Texter just got killed 2 from heaven with a beautiful headshot just playing from the ground. That CZ is powerful, and that's Chiefs going to go 3 rounds up now.
Yeah, I mean, if someone said, what's the chance the Chiefs win this, I would have said 10% or less, and they've just either pulled off a nice roll of the dice or showing us how it's done, but my God. So, yeah, that's got to be absolutely brutal. And now Order have actually been reset themselves. So they just have pistoled 1 single deagle on ins. I mean, let's see what he can do with this deagle. He's pushing his way all the way up to the ramp, making his way into the radio room. Oh, he gets spotted, but there's 2 traded kills. It goes obviously in Order's favor, given they've got the pistols. They managed to also pick up an AUG. And it looks like the bomb is going down, so it's going to be a nice retake situation. Alistar takes down Blitz with the headshot, and once again, well, now Order's actually in the driver's seat here, but Tux shuts down Alistar, and just like that, it's looking like they're probably going for a save. Surely they're not going to pull this off. They need that AUG for the next round, and yeah, they're going to fall out, dropping down from heavens and into CT spawn with the AUG. Oh, he got, and yeah, he's dunked.
Yeah, gonna see if they can clutch out with that deagle, but nah, Imagic's now gonna fall off with the AUG, and that's gonna be 4-8. Chiefs building this lead, building their money back up again. See if Order, they were coming close with that save clutch there, but not quite getting it. Now I'm gonna go into a buy round for Order, and I reckon they have a good chance at bringing this one back. They did do very well on the pistols then, so could see them clutching out. We got another pause though.
Yeah, I think the coaches will definitely be calling some pauses at this point. Chiefs up 8 on the Terrorists. I mean, they've just swung this whole series back, and it's looking beautiful for them, to be honest. I mean, they've got enough cash to buy next round. Even though they dropped a lot of guns, it may actually not make a difference, given how well that you can just buy on the Terrorist side. So I think they've got enough money for some buys for these next 3 rounds. Obviously, this third last round they've already bought up, and 2 left to go with about 4K on the bank on average. So yeah, so we've got a buy here. 4 AUGs, 1 AWP. Alistar, God, he needs to pull something off this round. He really does.
Yeah, I've seen him with the AWP. He's been taken out in these engagements so quickly by an AK. These slow peaks are not really working for him. Beautiful shot coming out already. They take a site. The plant is already going down. 2 kills out here already in this round. Are they just going to go for a save? Are they going to try and bring this one back? It's not looking good for Order as they just hold some passive angles, but that's a beautiful shot from Tux. Just going to take Hat's head right off.
Yeah, beautiful work there. And now Order, once again, not looking good. The bomb is down. They're probably just going to save these AWPs and AUG. Once again, Alistar, he just didn't get any chance to make contact. They did not go outside, and quite frankly, that was a smart decision by the Chiefs. And yeah, they're going to go up 9-4. And on the T side, I really am going to find it hard to believe that the Order can actually make a comeback in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to bring this comeback back, but they do save an AUG and an AWP here. But Chiefs, just the economy is built so high right now, Order's going to have to win a few rounds to destroy their money situation. So it's going to be a hard one for Order, but they've done all right on these eco rounds to get some kills off and keep making Chiefs buy some of these guns up. It's destroying their eco a little bit, but not enough. So we just need a big round from Order here to bring themselves back into the game.
Yeah, so we've got 3 upgraded pistols, an AUG and an AWP versus 4 AKs and an AWP on the Chiefs side. And Zeph, mate, starts it off with a nice deagle frag there, but 2 trades go either way, so now we're back in a 3v2, and Hats pulls off the headshot on the Blitz. Beautiful shot. Oh my god, and it looks like Chiefs are actually in a 2v3. Tuck's on 9 HP. Looks like he's going for the plant. They do hear it. And oh, Alistar just still waiting outside. Pulls down Tux as he walks through the squeaky. And it looks like it's a 3v1. Zeusy, what can he pull off? They know where he is. It looks like he's down to 20 HP. He's just getting wall banged through the walls. They know exactly where he is. And he gets surrounded and taken down by Hats. And Order finally get another round on the board. Is it too late? I mean, I'm really hoping for Order's sake they can get this one final round and get a 6-9 half. Otherwise, 10-5. Don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one going into this final round. Both teams have plenty of money to just buy up. Chiefs not going to be running an AWP this time. They're just going to go for the full AK buyout. But still plenty of money in their pockets considering it is the last round. So fully bought up. Smoke's going towards the outside. If they are going to try and do the secret push, Imagine does throw a cheeky nade out, damaging quite a bit of the Chiefs team, and he does a quickie little hook out, gets a kill onto Texter, but will get refragged straight away as Alistar is holding secret.
Yeah, that's definitely a conscious decision not to buy the AWP on that thing. As you said, they had enough money. They've gone for all the AKs. They're definitely looking for a fast push outside, but all they found was a trade, which isn't too bad, to be honest. Spreads the CTs thin, especially on this map, but Inns takes down Tux. And it's just, oh, the nice nade that also lowers Zeusy's HP down there as he just waits outside the A site in the lobby area. So there's still a minute left. Yeah, so they've got 3 AKs. They're just going to see if they can find any picks, but the CTs now should have every position on lockdown. Looks like the Ts have made their way into the lower site. They have not made any noise. They haven't broken the windows just yet. But a couple of... looks like they're going to push through the ramp room here with the bomb. Looks like there's actually no CTs defending it directly, so they can actually get straight through if they choose to do so, and they've got a free path towards the bottom site, except you'll note Hats is hiding very sneaky beaky like here. Let's see if he can pull off something. Now the CTs are going on. I'm going to look at Hats, and he pulls off the headshot. 1, he gets 2, and he gets 3! 3 down, nice spray transfer, beautiful work, ending the half, 9-6 for the Chiefs, and Order just coming back just when they needed.
Yeah, that was beautiful play from Hatskin and a 3 spray down, so great going in there, and then putting him in a lot better position now going into the half. Going to be a 6-9 half, so they can bring this one back. It's going to be difficult for them, but I reckon they've got it.
Apologies to the ears of the viewers for that. Got a little bit excited. Can you blame me after that? I mean, come on. They needed that round. Hats was the only man left to defend, and he pulls off the three spray to finish the half.
Yes. So, let's see if Chiefs' defense is going to be as good as their attack, but it looks like a fast play straight coming out from Order, pushing in, but they just get slayed out. USPS headshots going down, taking 3 players off Order out with still 5 of Chiefs left. They're still going for this A site, still sitting in that squeaky corridor, As Imagine pushing into Hut, smoking out, but does take some damage. Does get a kill onto Texter, though. That is going to be one of Chiefs going down now into 2v4 with a minute and 15 seconds left. Plenty of time to rotate and go to a different site if choose so, but the bomb has gone down on A.
Yeah, so they can't make that option to go towards another site. They've got to bring the fight to Chiefs, and on a pistol round, there's no saving. So it looks like they're just going to play out the time. They've got a minute. There's no rush. They can just make their way through the map, try and catch off any flankers in a 1v1 duel instead of fight the Chiefs on their turf, which obviously they'll have some nice crossfires set up. And it looks like we have... Oh, wow. Okay. So, sorry, I was looking at the wrong team there. It looks like the Chiefs, Order is actually making their way in. They've got a nice little boost here just outside Squeaky Door. They're seeing if they can look up towards Heavens, but unfortunately no one was peeking smartly by Chiefs. So it looks like they're just going to make their way in. Ince gets the headshot, but they're both shut down in quick succession there. So Chiefs up 10-6, not looking good for Order.
Yes, not in the best situation. Losing the pistol round means they're going to have to eco this next one with Chiefs. Going to grab some augs and some machine guns. Tuck's going to be on that sub grind, going to grind up some money. But going into another pause, these coaches definitely want to tell what's going on. And I reckon that was orders.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it is, unless it's a bit of a tilt pause there, aimed to make him think about the scoreboard. But yeah, I think, what are they going to do this round? Are they just going to go full Glocks and buy up next round? It looks like they are. So the aim of the game on a full Glock round is to either get a gun and save, or get that bomb down and get some money going into next round. So it looks like they're going to hit outside. They've got 3 terrorists pushing their way in through the roofs. We've got one near the red crate out here, going towards Secret. He's actually made his way. I'm not sure if he got spotted there, but he is down there and he is walking all the way. He's about to hit a terrorist, and off Nu takes down Zeph there with a nice headshot, and they're already up. So the rest of the terrorists were not there for the trade. They haven't actually gained much ground at all, to be honest. Inz has actually made his way into the hut using the CT smoke, but he gets taken down, and Texter as well takes down Alistar, and there's just 2 terrorists left.
Tuck's getting one onto Imagine, all down to Hat's left. Weed has been spotted out, and Blitz is just going to take his head really quickly off. 11-6, nearly doubling the score of Order. They need a round on the board to bring this one back. Otherwise, Chiefs are just going to keep collecting this money up, and it's going to be hard to take them down when they get closer to the tie pointer.
Yeah, and Chiefs at this point just have the absolute momentum of a freight train, and I'm not sure if Order can put the brakes on. I mean, they won that second map so convincingly, and now they've gone up 11-6. They're on the CT side. They've got the comfort of the defense, and it's all up to Order to actually challenge them. And the economy is just not in their favor. It's just looking absolutely brutal. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, and there's not much going on. You've got Hats on 16-11, decent. Besides that, everyone else is on, 10, 7, 8, 7 kills. So, I mean, unless some of these other players are actually going to step up and, start to try and carry the team with Hats, I just cannot see the comeback at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely been the standout player for Order. All the big plays are really coming from Hats, so we just need a little bit more. The other team members of Order to really stand up and thrive a little bit more. Otherwise, Chiefs are just going to really just steamroll over on this defense side.
Yeah, nice little angle by Blitz here. He's sitting all the way back behind this little stairway and looking through the railing. He sees the nades. He won't actually be able to pick any terrorists. He's just waiting to see what he can see, but they've got a free path all the way. Looks like it was actually a decoy, so it looks like they might be going for an A execute. They're making their way outside the Squeaky Door and the hut. Let's see what kind of grenades come through here. Still got a minute left, so no rush.
Little bit of a miss flash coming out. Ofnu will lose his head as Imagine peeks out as his mid smoke throw as an execute comes out onto A here. A lot of the terrorists pushing out. Texter does come out of the vent and gets 2-3 kills. Cheeky with that Famous, leaving it in a 2v2 now. Texter, beautiful play coming out there.
Yeah, it's 2v2. The bomb is not down. There's only 36 seconds left. The bomb... Oh, Hats takes down one, but he's also traded out, and it's just Imagine versus Texa. Oh, and Texa caught sleeping. Can't quite turn around with that 180, and Imagine takes him down. So Order finally are seeing that light now. They're finally thinking, okay, we've had the timeout. We've now got this round under our belt. What can we do? We definitely can't afford to lose this round, otherwise our economy's absolutely in shambles. But Chiefs definitely don't have the best buy in terms of utility or weapons.
Yes, Chiefs still in that sort of low point. They do have some rifles, but still on the subs. But Blitz is just going to peek out, going to kill one to Alistair. But Ince does finally refrag him out with Imagine as they go for a secret execute now. 3 of the terrorists moving down secret. Oh, 4 all actually.
Yeah, so they're just chucking their utility now, checking the corners. The terrorists, the CTs definitely know they're there, but they haven't actually set up a defense yet. One CT is making his way just to the side of the door. Looks like he's actually going to peek it, and he's caught. Hats turning around. Inns takes him down, and we're down to a 2v2 situation. Guns are in the Chiefs' favour with the rifles, but it looks like they're evening it up with a nice pickup by Order with the rifle, but there's 57 seconds. They've got the bomb. The bomb is actually just outside the B bomb site now in the toxic area, and he's just waiting. He's just going to say, come at me, let's see if I can take you down. They've got the time. There's still 40 seconds. The CTs are just calling their bluff and still holding upper and lower. They've actually been smoked out. He's pushed the smoke. Tux has pushed the smoke. He may think he's actually safe from this angle, but he's not pushing through. The CTs are coming in. They've spotted him. Oh, on the crossfire, managed to take him out. Zeusy takes down Inns, and it's now 1v1. He fakes the plant. There's 18 seconds left. 15. Is he gonna fake it or commit to it? He has committed to the plant again. Now, Zeusy has rotated all the way around to the other doorway, and Imagine has called it and takes him down with a beautiful headshot. First bullet.
Yeah, beautiful round from Order, getting their eco back up and sending Chiefs in to an eco. Their economy's not in the best situation right now, so Order gonna be able to buy up a little bit. They're still not in the best money situation since Chief did take majority of their members down, so it's still not in the best money situation for both teams here. Just gonna be some subs coming out and some rifles.
Yeah, so both teams are going to be, well, I think Chiefs are definitely going to be ecoing. So it looks like Order may have another round under their belt, because Chiefs looks like still paused, so they may choose to upgrade a couple of these pistols. But on the CT half, I'm thinking you need every dollar spare for the next buy round. You know, already up, they just cannot afford, you know, wasting some money on this eco and then having that come back to bite them on the round that counts, which is next round, before Order actually makes up too much ground. So it looks like they're actually going 3 into the heavens here, like they have a couple of other rounds. 1 onto the hut, and they've already, oh my god, it's just decimation here, but there's trades going back and forth. Oh my god, but it's just over in a flash. In about 6 seconds, everyone went down, and it's just Chiefs up 11-9. Order's coming back though.
That was probably good for Chiefs half, just a nice quick round, and now they're on their rifles, but a lot of Order did some team damage, and I think there was a team kill coming out as well, so they're going to be on their low money as well. So both teams can't really lose this round right now, otherwise they're pretty much sent into another eco round. So this is a real big decider if Order can catch up, or if Chiefs are going to sort of stick to the lead.
Yeah, I think if Chiefs win this, I think they have a great chance. Now I've got to imagine here, he's actually playing a very interesting flank all the way back into T-spawn, just trying to pick an angle, waiting for any CTs to push through, whereas now the rest of the T's are actually making a hard commit onto ramps. They've actually made their way in. There's been no bullets fired really, because they had it mollied off, and no CTs are actually defending the ramp area. So it looks like they're just going to set up camp and wait for the CTs to push, but if you actually look down into the lower bomb site, you'll actually find a CT looking all the way up, which is Tux at a nice little tight angle here, so he'll see any terrorist jumping down. But looks like they've actually decided to make their way back through, walk all the way back through to Squeaky Door, so they're just trying to fake out the CTs, and it's kind of worked. They've drawn a little bit away, but Texter and Blitz waiting for them. Alistar trades it out. Is it enough? Zusi, Ofnu, taking down kills. Int one more, and he's down into a 1v3. This is going to be so damn hard. And yep, he's taken down. And Chiefs are back on the board. The economy is broken for Order.
Yeah, they're going to either have to decide if they want to completely save, or if they do have some money for some players to just get on subs, they're just going to share out and just go for a little bit of a pistol upgrade with some Deagles and P250s. And that's some team damage going down real early.
Oh, wow.
With a cheeky little knife into Hatz's back.
Yeah, Hat's on 64. I mean, hopefully that wasn't some kind of awkward rage frustration thing. And he gets taken down, and that was, I'm going to call it, because of the knife kill. And that's got to be a huge tilter, whether that was on purpose or accident. I mean, it's an eco, so maybe it doesn't count, but it's just got to be frustrating at that point for Hats.
Yeah, no way that nade kill would have gone down if he didn't have that damage already pre-done. But this round is going to look a bit harder for Order to take in a 3v5. Make that a 2v5, 1v5 now, all down to Imagine. With a Deagle in hand, it's going to be hard to clutch this one out unless he hits 5 beautiful one-taps.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of highlight clips on Reddit with that, but definitely not today. He actually gets taken down by the headshot by Ofnu, and Chiefs up 13-9. It's just been all about the Chiefs. While the score's relatively close, you know, there's only 4 rounds in it, I still feel like the Chiefs are definitely in control, and I think it's slipping away from Order.
Yeah, Order, best to do right now is not get tilted, not get angry with each other, and stay calm, see if they can get another round on the board. They do have the opportunity to buy up now. They can get some AKs in hands, and this is a real big decider if they can if they're gonna bring this one back, considering if they lose this one, they're gonna have to eco again, and that will be pretty close to Chiefs securing the overtime at least.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, sorry to bring it back to that knife again, but I mean, when you're in a grand final and you're down a couple of rounds and your teammate knifes you and you get your naded, that's just the kind of thing that can just take you out of the zone and just tilt you, no matter how tilt-proof you are. You know, you're trying to concentrate and that happens. So, far out. Let's see what they can pull out. They don't have that much in terms of utility. They're choosing to make their way outside, which they quite often do and are quite successful, to be honest. Chiefs don't seem to be able to commit to holding the outside too heavily. They're happy to let the terrorists go down through the secret area and give them the ground because they can just reposition. But it looks like we do have one of the CTs, actually 2 of the CTs, Texter and Blitz now, just watching that angle. And Texter, nice shot there, taking him down. The terrorists though have re-smoked it. They are going to get all the way down through the secret. Definitely, the CTs definitely know it's a possibility. Oh, and Ofnu takes down Ince with a nice headshot. That would have been a great flank, and that's given it away. The CTs have instantly jumped down the ramp. They definitely know what's going on, and it's a 3v5. They're waiting. The CTs are all there waiting for them. Tuck's on low HP, but Blitz destroys Hats. He walks through. Zep gets the trade though. So there's a little bit of chance left for Order. There's 40 seconds left. Tux is on 7. This next frag will be absolutely paramount in who can actually win this. And Texter does pull it off, and it's looking hard for Zeps. He does get a headshot. Oh my god, there's 30 seconds left. He's running around, and he's taken down as he comes up through the vent. And it's 14-9 to Chiefs.
Yeah, the morale on Order would be pretty low right now, considering they're in an eco round, and this is fighting for Chiefs. Gonna go to match point after this round, so it's gonna be hard. They're upgrading pistols, 2 submachine guns, and some Tech 9s and one CZ. So they're just gonna have to do anything to try and get this round on the board with a quick play coming outside. Nades and flames going everywhere though.
Yeah, so once again, Chiefs are just doing what worked. They did it last round and a couple of rounds. They keep pushing outside and it keeps seeming to work for them. So they're just smoking off. Actually, the CTs are giving them a bit of cover and they'll take it. They're through. Offnu does take down in, so that's a chance for the Chiefs again. But in order, God, they need to get some frags. But they are smart though. It is good to fight close quarters in this lower B bomb site here.
Oh.
But Tux, double spray there, and Offnu, Hats, last chance. Oh my God. And it's 15-9. It is match point, it is series point, and it is the ESEA Mountain Dew League finals point.
Yes. Order got to do something now. No money on the board. They're going to buy 1 AK. They're not in a very good situation right now. They spent all their money. Chiefs must be feeling pretty confident going into this one, considering, look at this fast play coming down. And Alistair just goes down quickly there. And look at all the kills going out. This is not looking good for Order.
Yeah, mate, they want to get to bed. They're done with these guys. They just want to get the win, have an early night. But Inns is saying, no, mate. It's not time to go to bed yet. We're still in this and bring it back to a 2v2. The bomb is down, though. The Chiefs are sitting straight on it. So we've got Offnu just peeking his way back into the A bomb site. We've got Inns actually just outside the hut looking up towards heaven. No CT is there, though. So there's a 1 minute and 8 seconds. I think this will just come down to timings. We've got a lot of players just walking around looking back and forth. I think it will just come down to who happens to peak at the right moment at this point. But they have given away. Chiefs take down Offnu, and they are 1 frag away. Oh, he's done the damage, and he gets him, Tux, and Chiefs are the winners. Congratulations. Chiefs take down the grand finals. They are going to the international finals of the Mountain Dew League. This is a nice, beautiful win for the Chiefs after going down on the first map. And they've managed to come back from the momentum of Inferno, which wasn't even their pick, and just come away with the win. Great to see.
Yeah, beautiful round. Game coming out from Chiefs. Did look like it could go anyone's way at the start. The Order did have a comeback sort of coming in the first round, but on that second half, Chiefs just showed how dominant they were and just completely gave it to Order.
Yeah, I mean, once you go down so heavily on the T side, there's just almost no comeback. Once you go down on the CT side, there's just almost no comeback on the T side, especially when you're looking down the barrel in the finals. Like, they did win a decent amount, a couple of rounds here and there, but they were just never able to get the momentum. They were just broken all the time, and they just could not pull off the frags. A lot of it actually came down to 1v1, 2v2s, but it just kept on going on the way of the Chiefs. So congratulations once again. They'll be joining in the finals versus a couple of American, some European teams as well. So it's great to see Chiefs back on the international stage. They'll definitely be happy with that.
Yeah, like you were saying, it was in those sort of final clutch rounds where it was a 2v2. If the only real player that was on side of Order that was really clutching those ones out was Hats. So Hats really needed to stay alive for those final sort of last minute to really secure the win for Order. And if he wasn't, really, it was around to Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely played. I'd say he possibly pulled off the play of the game when he got that 3K in that lower B bomb site, but he put in a good effort on Inferno, a great effort on Nuke, but unless you got at least 1 or 2 other guys on your team up there with you, you just can't do it. So it looks like we're heading off, guys. Thanks for listening. This has been a cast by A Bender and Chuck Master. Appreciate you guys. So we'll see you next time. GG to Chiefs.
See ya.